There we go.
All right.
Is this thing going?
What's her name gonna be? Pook and P.
Let's do that. Sounds good.
What's up? It's Pook and P.
What's going on?
Today this is our very first ever podcast, if you could call it podcast. We're trying something here.
Yes, sir.
Fall Off came out, got us talking, reuniting, rekindling, and Melandrick here tasked me with ranking what Cole's discography would be, and then he did it himself as well. And now we've kind of turned it into this huge thing. So we're doing.
I'll go. We'll rank the albums, rank the features. Then Phoenix came up with this idea to make a perfect Cole album. Mine is more of a greatest hits for me, and then we have like a few games and maybe some questions towards the end.
So we're going to get this started off with the actual ranking of the albums, which we have shared amongst ourselves, but we are going to say that out loud for this as well. Would you like to flip a coin for...
You have a coin?
No, I don't have a coin.
I do, right? All right, you call it.
All right, heads, me.
It's heads.
Yeah. Okay. So my ranking.
Is this one to bottom or bottom to top?
This is weakest to strongest. So
Gotcha.
I'm starting at 11 weakest, making my way up to 1, which is what I've deemed to be the best of his discography. So 11, I have Sideline Story. I'll get into it later. I think it is his weakest project by far. 10, Might Delete Later. I've only ranked it that low because it's so late in his discography and it should not be at that level. 9, I have The Come Up. I'll explain. 8, I have For Your Eyes Only. 7, I have KOD, which surprised me, those two. 6, I have The Warm Up. 5, I have Off Season. 4, I have Friday Night Lights. 3, I have The Fall Off. 2, I have Forest Hills Drive, and 1, I have Born Sinner. Now, what do you have, Melandrick?
So I did mine the complete opposite. So this is top to bottom. Number 1, of course, The Fall Off, and I will explain as well why I think that's his
Fall Off being the best.
Yes, The Fall Off being the best. I'll explain why I think that's number 1. Number 2, The Warm Up. 3, Born Sinner.
Okay.
Forest Hill Drive, Friday Night Lights, Might Delete Later, The Come Up, Off Season, Sideline Story, For Your Eyes Only, and KOD.
You think KOD is the worst? Okay. So I actually took it upon myself to do like an out of 10 rating for a lot of things. So I do want to pick your brain about a couple of those. Why KOD at the bottom?
This, for me, was strictly off of, not strictly off, but playability. So when I listen to KOD, I fall asleep. Like my mind just goes away. I'm not even listening to the music while it's playing.
It is gloomy. It's like very like. Well, I told you that's what it's like a highlight for me.
Yep.
I like the production style because I think that Cole's tone fits really well for kind of the. It's almost like 8-bit at times, like 16-bit. It sounds retro a lot of the times, but it does have a lot of trap elements, a lot of booming bass, 808. I think his voice fits really well for that style. But I would rank it that low if every song had Kill Edward on it. I not feeling the Kill Edward thing. The thing that's crazy though is the Kill Edward song. Have you ever listened to it? Just a little reference. That's a decent song. I don't know why he couldn't do that shit with the album. But okay. All right. Do you have any questions about why I might have something so low or so high? I'm also surprised that you have Born Sinner higher than Forest Hills Drive, especially just because I also have mine, but yeah. You said the off season.
Yeah, why? That's in the middle of your pack.
Okay.
On mine, it's towards the end.
Right. I did kind of wince at that one.
Yeah.
I think, and I texted you this, but I think off season pulls off a little bit better, in my opinion, what Might Delete Later was trying to do. If it was trying to do like a little side quest and like a little bit of a lyrical warm up, a little bit of like showcasing of like his lyrical heightness, I think it works really well for what it does. It's not a super heavy concept with it. Amory is okay. I think as a second track, it kind of slows it down a little bit because 95 South just boom, like, and it gets you going. Cam gets you going.
Yeah.
Amory kind of slows it down a little bit. But when you start getting into Applying Pressure, Fire, 100 Mil, I don't know why, has always been my favorite song on that project. I think I like the whistle in the background. It does kind of drag on because he does kind of 100 million, I'm still on the ground, 100 million, I'm still on the ground. He just does it over and over again. I think that there are a lot of really powerful moments, though, especially you have like Let Go of My Hand, you have Hunger on Hillside. I think that they really kind of, they shine bright for what the album is doing.
Yep.
Might Delete Later, I don't get any of that from it. Like, Pie is really like the only song I really like from my.
What a great song!
Kind of got like a half of a score from me, like track by track. Like, Pricey is okay. I wish Gucci had a bit of a verse. I do like his spoken word kind of thing. Ari Lennox does her thing. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a J. Cole song.
Yeah.
All in all, you get into Fever. Nope. I can't
Love
do
that
Fever.
song.
Cannot do Fever.
Love that one though.
I think that, well, I mean, we're gonna end up getting into kind of what my notes are on.
Okay, but before we get there, let's go in how you ranked them and why.
So I went into the rankings a little like track by track, what the track actually did for me, if it moved me at all, if there were memorable moments, production, of course, your polishing, mixing, mastering. Early on, I try not to focus on that too much, although I do kind of make some notes about that on the come up. But just memorability, originality, uniqueness to the actual sound. So with the come up, being the very beginning where I start, I wrote that the influences show heavily. You can hear a lot of Eminem, Common, T.I., even Lupe, Kanye, and Jay-Z at times, which isn't surprising. You have a lot of elements of each of them in there. I hear a lot of Common, and oddly, like Common and T.I. mainly. There weren't a lot of good songwriting moments that had me kind of hooked for stuff. A lot of lyrical gymnastics, and he was having fun with it.
Yep.
Which is why I can appreciate it. I have it as a 4 out of 10 because the mixes are kind of. He was finding his footing, and I feel like had this been his final sound, I would have probably ranked it a little bit higher, but that being completely based off of the entirety of his discography, I do have it a little bit lower. I do have notable tracks. The T-Plane skit,
I love it.
So fucking funny. So funny. Notable tracks, I do have Rags to Riches. I do think that's like a big highlight on the album. Same with Lil Ghetto Nigga. Split You Up, Throw It Up, Can't Cry. Those are my... I also, School Days is good. Simba is good as well. But yeah, what were your favorite moments of Come Up, and am I tweaking at all on the Come Up?
So I agree on your list of songs that stand out. Especially Simba. I like that. I like his Simba's like series.
Yeah.
And then Split You Up, Lil Ghetto Nigga.
Yeah.
My favorite though is School Days. I love School Days.
I know you've always been big on that.
I love School Days.
The screenshot that you sent me when you started the whole thing with School Days.
And just because he has a way, like with his storytelling, it like puts you in that scenario. Like School Days, he's talking about.
It's young and fresh too.
Exactly.
So like when I was listening to it, I felt like I was there, like in college with them.
Yes.
It was immersive in that way. I can't agree, especially with the skits too. Like it did make me feel like I was there.
And I love his skits. No matter if it's the come up all the way down to like the fall off, like his skits and the songs. You see his, like you don't get his sense of humor in his music but when he does his sketch, you're like, this dude's kind of funny.
Bro, when he does what song is it where he's just like, you just gotta do it till you do it. That's one of the big things I don't like about the off season. That song drags because do it how you do it. I think I have. I don't even know his face. Yeah. So they know the difference between you. The real niggas. I don't know if I
is it punching the clock? Let's see.
Maybe.
Yes.
No.
No?
No. It's not 100 mil. What's after 100 mil?
Pride is the devil.
No.
I don't think there's a skit there.
Damn.
Yeah, that is. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's. I'm just about to Google it.
I don't know.
Let's Google it.
While he's Googling that, I'm going to transition into the warm-up. I said, shed from his influences, sound, and begin to develop his own voice. I really appreciate this project, especially so early on in his discography. Songwriting improved heavily, memorable lyrics, and songs to revisit. I can really enjoy just putting this on and letting it coast along. The come up, I don't so much have that attachment to start from finish, go back into that. But with the warm up, I feel like I can just listen to beginning to end, front to back pretty easily. Audio mixing is pretty consistent. It's very good as well. All of its good moments really shine through because of its mixing as well. His voice has some power behind it. I feel like when you listen to like The Storm and his like therapist songs, he sounds like his influences for sure. I feel like the warm up is his first project where like, oh, that's the Cole voice. Like that's J. Cole.
Yep.
Notable tracks here I have Grown Simba, Lights Please, Dead Presidents 2, Dreams, Dollar in a Dream 2, Knock Knock, Till Infinity. I would give the warm up a 7 out of 10 based off of everything there.
I didn't find this song. Google.
You didn't?
Yeah, Google didn't have it. I'm gonna try Genius this time. But
bitch is a difference.
Damn.
It's applying pressure. That's what it is.
You sure?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yes, it is.
I can tell by the pressure. Yeah. Do it to the level that you do it. Dude, it goes on for like a minute. So I'm going to move on to Friday Night Lights. I have
forget that.
critically acclaimed mixtape by Cole. I feel like this is the one that people always really go to. And like just online spaces, they usually praise this one a lot. And for every reason, they should. It's a really great album. There's very high highs. Unfortunately, some songs just don't hit for me. Not bad. They just would be skips. Songs I really don't care to listen to. The strong songs are very frequent and take up the majority of the first half of the project. Omen slugs through his what feature is that? That's
part of me wants to say Bad News, but that's on a different project.
No, it's not Home for the Holidays. It's that's a decent song too. Is it Two-Face?
Yes.
Two-Face, yeah. Omen kind of just slugs through it. In the Morning with Drake is one of Cole's worst songs. I hate that song. Like, Drake talking about being into thick women because his aunt rode horses. What the fuck? It's just mid. I hate that even they took that song from Friday Night Lights and put it in Sideline Story 2, which you've mentioned that The Inevitable, the podcast, Cole's brought that up.
Yep.
I have this is home to some of my favorite Cole songs. Too Deep for the Intro, Premeditated Murder, Before I'm Gone, Back to the Topic. These are all back-to-back tracks.
Yes.
Vilmatic, Higher. I love Higher. Super underrated song. Love Me Not, and The Autograph. Not a 7, not quite an 8. I would rank it as a 7.5 out of 10. So for my ranking of the mixtapes before we get into his main discography. Do you have any qualms with kind of the things that I've said? I know that you have the warm-up very high in your rank. How much does my 7 out of 10 bother you?
Not much, because I agree on your statement where you're like, when you hear J. Cole in the warm-up, you're like, okay, this is J.
Yeah. Because that's where I feel like he's born.
Yes. That's where he's like, okay, this is what I'm doing. Like, this is my groove. This is my flow. This is where I'm going.
Yeah.
This type of beats I like. This is my story I'm going to tell. And then he goes from there.
Yeah.
I agree with Friday Night Lights. The very first half, strong.
Dude, it's
like song, banger.
It just hits a stop, though. I think when you get to...
I think it's, for me, if I look at the track...
Is it the Wale song?
It's Best Friends.
Best Friends? That does it for you?
Because you go Best Friends, and then you got Cost Me a Lot, which is nice, then Premeditated Murder, and then it just slowly drops off. And then on Apple Music and Spotify, they don't have Looking for Trouble.
Which, L.
Yes. But
L.
If they had Looking for Trouble on there, then you have a drop off. Or
that's track 18. That's the last track, right?
Yeah, it'll be track 20.
20. Okay.
But he gets really emotional after home, or even at Home for Holidays. You have Love Me Not, SeaWorld, and then Farewell.
SeaWorld is very... I wish that I appreciated that song earlier.
Yeah.
When I did my full listen to of this, that SeaWorld is crazy.
When I was a kid listening to that, I'm like, I don't understand this, but I can already tell... Yeah. Just the story he's saying or telling us, it's a deep song, and now that I go back and listen to it,
SeaWorld works so well where what's the song from Sideline Story? The abortion song.
That is
Lost Ones. That song just, everybody was like, oh, it's so deep when we were in middle school and stuff. SeaWorld hits so hard where Lost Ones feels performative almost. I feel like he's kind of trying to emulate his Brenda Had a Baby, Tupac kind of deal. You know what I mean? And it misses for me. And I'll get into that in a second too. But so moving on with my score system, Sideline Story. Oh, my first thing verbatim on here is what the fuck happened here. Such a backtrack from previous releases, and I still stand on that. I have gone through and listened to here and there a project without listening to it, from beginning project to the fall off. I have revisited this. I do not sway from my score at all. There are a couple of songs I can give a little bit more credit, but in its entirety, the lyrics are just meh. There's some PB&J bars in there. There's I feel like when people talk about J. Cole being corny, this is the era that they're talking about. Desperate for a hit. There are some good, even great songs. For example, Breakdown, Rise and Shine. Breakdown is so tough and so great of a song. And then you have Workout after that. What? You could end on this absolute just peak. It took the whole album for you to get to that high. And then Workout takes you completely out of it. So I don't think that Workout is a bad song. I do love Workout. I know every word to Workout. It just really ruins the momentum of the album for me. I don't know what I was referring to here, but I was talking about Mr. Nice Watch. At times, it legitimately sounds like Iggy Azalea. Tell me his flow on Mr. Nice Watch does not sound like Iggy Azalea. You could literally hear it. Boring, yawn, waste of a Jay-Z feature. If someone never listened to Cole, I would never suggest this album. Notable tracks being Sideline Story, Rise and Shine, and Breakdown. What do you think about me not including Nobody's Perfect or what's the song with Trey Songz on there? Can't Get Enough. Dollar in a Dream 3. Because I'll let you know that I'm the shit, but boy, you can't out fart me. That just ruins it for me. That ruins it for me.
Well, I'm not mad that you left those out because, especially with Dollar in a Dream 3, because you go back to the come up when he starts with Dollar in a Dream. You go to the warm up.
Strong.
Dollar in a Dream 2.
So strong.
Where he's even in the intro to that, he's like, yeah, somebody told me, like, I didn't.
That's
I
Dead
didn't
Presidents too.
No, that is Dead President. You're
Where
right.
he's like, they told me I didn't come hard enough.
I was
This is
like,
the J shit.
Pause.
Which, like, low key, they were right, because I'm glad that you brought that up too. Because listening to Dead Presidents 2 versus the first one, I wish he kept going.
Yeah, that's
like
what
when he got those.
I thought that was gonna be on here.
Oh my god,
that's what I thought was gonna be on here. Is like Dead President.
Yeah.
Because I saw Dollar Dream, I'm like, oh, where's Dead President? But Dollar Dream 1 and 2 were like staples for me early on in his career.
Yeah.
And then he just dropped off. It's funny because you brought up Can't Get Enough. Did you know he wanted to sing that hook? Jay-Z had to force, not Jay-Z, maybe somebody else. Somebody else had to tell him, no, Trey Songz is going to, because this is like around the era where Trey Songz was.
What does Trey Songz even sing on that?
He does the hook.
I ain't got no kids yet. But this right here is
Because this is around the time.
No, that's his first verse.
This is around the time.
Everybody now. Yep. Oh my god.
Where Trey Songz was like in his Chris Brown era where he was rapping and singing. And he didn't know. Yeah, he didn't know what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And so like this is towards the time where he was doing the singing thing. Not mad at that. I really like Nobody's Perfect though. I will put that on my list.
He's just talking about being up in Barbados,
I just like
cheese,
the
eggs, and
song.
potatoes. It is a good song. It's a good vibe. If you're removing lyrics, it is a good vibe.
It's a
and
vibe.
Missy does her thing on it. I think that's the song that has some PB&J bars in it though. They're he talks about peanut butter and jelly at some point in there. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? It feels insincere, and it does feel so far from what he was already moving with.
Yep.
It doesn't feel like the lyrics are sharp. It feels like every song is trying to be a hit, or at least be controversial, or at least be provocative. Not provocative. I think it's far from provocative. I think that it's trying to reach for that like popular sound, that viral hit.
Uh-huh.
Even before like viral internet stuff was really going on. Like I do think Workout was that hit, but like it just makes all those songs not hit. And then being on the back end of the album, you have Breakdown and Rise and Shine. Like it just feels like such a slug to get to those really impactful moments.
Yep.
I think Breakdown was Rise and Shine was the first song that you showed me from Cole, because you were a big reason why I got into Cole, period. I only heard Knock on Wood.
I like that song too.
And yeah, you showed me Rise and Shine. You were like, you don't listen to Cole, you need to listen to this song. And I listened to Breakdown too, and I was like, these are really good. But then, yeah, I mean, I remember listening to this album and loving it. I even have it on vinyl. I wish I didn't. Like, legitimately, I've just never really like soaked it in like that. And not to take away from my previous enjoyment of it, but I don't know. As far as his discography developed, this is his worst project.
Okay. I don't think it's his worst, but leading up to when you come from the come up, the warm up, Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
And then for those who don't know, like the Truly Yours series, and I think Truly Yours 1 was out. Then you get this. I agree on it was looking for a hit.
Yeah.
And in his inevitable podcast with Ebe, and I forget the other guy who was interviewing them, he mentions that like during this phase, he was looking for a hit.
Yeah.
Because you had Drake dropping with Young Money. Right. You had Kendrick coming up.
Everything Drake made was gold.
Yep. You had Kendrick coming up, and then Drake had 2 albums, I think.
Yeah,
he's
feeling the pressure.
Yep, and then
because Drake had. Wait, this came out in 2010, right?
This 2011.
That came out in 2011.
Uh-huh.
So 2011 is the year that Take Care came out.
So what was that?
That's like Drake's magnum opus.
Okay.
But debatable.
Yeah.
But he had.
And on the list,
Thank Me Later prior to that, and then whatever his mixtape was called. I'm blanking on it right now.
Mm-hmm.
With like Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. One of my favorite Drake songs is actually on there. Not I'm Going In. That's also on there. That song is fire. I love that song.
Yep.
It's kind of like a bonus track. It's that's gonna bug me. We're not here to talk about Drake. We're not talking about Drake. But it's like one of his hungriest tracks. It's incredible, honestly. Once I remember it, I'll probably show you, because if Drake held that hunger throughout, he'd be in a completely different place now. But anyway, we're not talking about Drake.
But he's feeling, like you said, he's feeling pressure. No, because he just signed to Jay, and I think it was like right before he did Friday Night Lights, and then this is an era of albums, not mixtapes.
Mm-hmm.
So like he had to drop an album, and he was feeling pressure. And then not only did he feel the pressure of trying to get that hit, which was Workout, that kind of put him on. I remember going home from school, turning on 106 in Park. You can remember that shit.
Yeah.
And seeing J. Cole walking around, ooh,
yeah,
doing his thing. But that was his hit that he got.
right.
And then that was his
approval. Who that is more fire than.
Yeah, but that was his approval to get the album started. He's trying to push it. Jay, he's feeling the pressure, of course. Jay's like, come on, we need it. They're looking for it. We need a hit. We need this. We need that. And so he kind of just like scraps it together. And then not only did he scrap it together, Jay goes,
you can hear it.
Yes.
That it is too.
Jay tells him, you're not organizing the album. And he goes in, he moves songs around, takes songs off.
Jay fucked up his whole shit.
He adds In the Morning. In the Morning wasn't on there originally. Jay added that.
I'll never forgive Jay-Z for that.
And this is all, if you go listen to the Inevitable podcast, he talks about this. But yeah, so
man,
you can feel the force, you can hear the force of trying to get a hit.
Yeah.
And then you go from that, I don't know where you ranked it. Oh, it's number 1 on your list, but you go from that to him basically saying like, fuck this shit. And he kind of secludes himself and makes Born Sinner.
Yeah. Which that makes sense. So I do have, did you know that there's a remix to Who Dat Part 2, Pete Rosenberg, that has Hot 97 show. His nephew, I believe, passed away. His name is Spencer something. He passed away, and his dream was always to make a song with Childish Gambino and J. Cole. And they made like a remix. It's the only J. Cole and Childish Gambino song that there is. But Gambino has a crazy verse on there. One of the lyrics of which is, I shit green like vegetarian assholes. And that's it, folks. For context, Childish Gambino is always my GOAT, but that is not his best. So
you speak about Drake on In the Morning. You know, Cole only had one verse originally. After he heard Drake's verse, he went back and added that at the end.
He should have taken away all of them.
He felt like Drake, like fucked him up, like killed him on his own song, and said to go back and do it again.
That's crazy because he sounds like he's like just waking up for that verse too.
Drake,
his voice is like this.
He was sick. No, he wasn't sick. I think Cole talks about it on the podcast. He says he just got done performing and he lost his voice.
Oh my God, he sounds like ass.
Yeah, he had just lost his voice, and it was crazy because Cole was asking for that feature for a long time, and like Drake was busy, like touring with Young Money, making those. Yeah. Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne, all them songs. And it was concert after concert. If he wasn't at a concert, he was in the studio. This is Drake. And then he's like, hey, man, where's my feature at? And Drake's like, oh, shit. He's like, I'll get it to you before the end of the month.
It is interesting how integral they were to each other in their come-ups, though. Like, Drake and, like, they were legitimately friends. Same, like, I feel like it was always competitive with Kendrick and Cole, and by proxy, Kendrick and Drake. But, like, J. Cole was the middle child in that situation. Mm-hmm. You had Drake that was...
You gotta listen to that podcast.
Dude, am I just repeating shit, basically?
Yes. Yeah. He says, if... He doesn't describe it like this, but this is how I describe it. J. Cole was the glue that brought Kendrick and Drake together.
Yeah.
Because J. Cole met Kendrick out and about. This was before Kendrick was rapping. I think Kendrick, I forget what Kendrick was doing.
Because Kendrick was going to take his place on Double XL on the freshman list because
Cole was late.
Yep. Yeah. He talks about that on The Heart Part 2.
Talking about Kendrick?
Yeah.
Yep. And then, that was true. But this is when Kendrick was just sticking with J-Rock. I don't know if a lot of people know that. It was J-Rock. It was J-Rock before Kendrick.
Because he got signed, yeah.
Yep. And then finally Kendrick got put on. And then Kendrick, like,
It's crazy
As soon as Kendrick got
how
on,
much he's blown J-Rock out of the water.
Yes.
J-Rock is so good, but like nobody really, like, I don't want to say nobody listens to J-Rock. His Redemption album is really good. What's the one with the handprint too?
Ooh.
That's a really good album.
I like
it's
J-Rock.
like 90059 or something like that.
I'm pretty sure.
It's something weird.
Yep, 9005. Damn.
Look, dude.
You firing them off.
I'm pretty good. I'm a rap nerd, dude. I do like J-Rock. I do feel like it's really unfortunate that like he kind of his little bro became his big bro. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That kind of sucks. We've all felt that way before. It does suck when you bring somebody on and they're better than you. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take Schoolboy over everybody though. Like everybody, like a lot of people are like Absol fans. A lot of people are Kendrick fans. I'm Schoolboy all the way. I love Schoolboy and Isaiah Rashad. I like melodic stuff, hype shit. Anyway, continuing.
Yeah, that's it.
Born Sinner. I feel like this is going to be probably my hottest take. I feel like I've already had some hot takes already. It's his best concept. As far as him really being like on for the album, I don't think that there are any skips. You have your Mo Money interlude where he just has his motif of money. That billionaire with petroleum and coal money,
probably
laughing at Hove money. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's his first remarkable project. I'm not sure. This is around the time I really started listening to J. Cole. Was when Born Sinner came out. And then that's when you started showing me like some of his older stuff because I'd only been listening to this that summer that it came out. So I have his first remarkable project. None of the songs missed. Some of the lyrics are a little bit of a product of the time. For example, the Voluminati, my verbal AK slay. And I don't mean no disrespect whenever I say okay.
Yep.
That's a little much. This next 3 bars is dedicated to it's a little much. But the project isn't vulnerable, but it's very competitive and it's hungry. All the songs really flow together. I feel like it really ties into the sinning aspect of it. I feel like a lot of the sins are touched on. You have pride, envy, lust, topics such as vanity, chaining day. He's talking about, he doesn't really want to wear all these chains and he feels like it doesn't really show the person that he is behind it. And then immediately after that, okay, I lied. You know what I mean? Like, he's bouncing back and forth with these conflicting ideas in his approach to reaching that superstardom. It's a very human album, what I wrote here. It's braggadocious. It works in its favor with its braggadocio, and it shows the baggage of fame. Chaining Day isn't as much as it is about chains as it is about masking. Comparisons and luxury shows Cole what is changing around him. I feel like this is a very aware of what's going on around him album. He's seeing all of his other friends blowing up and getting famous. He's seeing all these cool cars. He's seeing what Jay and Beyonce have. You know what I mean? Notable tracks, I have Land of the Snakes, always been one of my favorites. The Art of Storytelling, Part 1, instrumental, revisiting that, incredible. Trouble is such a slept-on song. Trouble is so good.
Yep.
That's one of my GOAT J. Cole songs is Trouble. Runaway also. I have gotten myself tired of Runaway because it was my alarm for the mornings for like 4 years. So when I hear it, I think I'm sleeping and I'm waking up. But great song. I love that song, especially with the Mike Epps intro. Rich Niggas, fucking wow. That song always I think that's the first song I bought on iTunes from this album. Dude,
I never had a lot.
Have you seen those memes that are like gun to your head, rap a song bar for bar? It's Rich Niggas for me. Chaining Day, phenomenal. Born Sinner, excellent closing of the album. We did agree when we went into this to omit the deluxes of all the albums, and that actually did a huge favor for Born Sinner for me. I feel like Truly Yours 3 as the deluxe really kind of takes away from the completeness of this album. I don't like deluxes to begin with. They do work in the favor of some albums if it is just like banger after banger and not so much a concept. But this being, I don't know if he meant it as like a concept because it's a really heavy concept. This being so cohesive track by track, I feel like Sparks Will Fly and I think Sparks Will Fly is the Jhené Aiko like R&B song that like Big Sean was getting, Childish Gambino was getting, even Kendrick was getting them.
Mm-hmm.
You have New York Times. I love anything with Cole and Boz. I don't think that's their best song together.
I agree.
Hell's Kitchen though. From the Khaled tape, oh my God, Hell's Kitchen is so good. There is a song on there that I think would do. Is She Gonna Pop? I think that would do really well
An album
as a mainstay on this album. That's a really good song and one of my favorite like flows that he's done.
Yeah.
There's like this awkward pocket that he hits and it's fire. But I have Born Sinner as a 9.1 out of 10. I think it's remarkable. I think the only things to take away from it are just the occasional lyrics. But nothing bad. It's as close as perfect as Cole has gotten, in my opinion. Any qualms? Any disagreeing?
I disagree.
Okay.
That you said he wasn't vulnerable. Then.
Well, so Power Trip is very vulnerable.
Yep.
I do think that he is vulnerable. I think there's a lot of masking with it.
See, I still disagree.
Yeah.
Because maybe it's Land of the Snakes or Trouble. One of those two.
Both of them.
Where he says something along the lines, it's like, can paint a picture of my pain for the world to see, or I can paint a picture of the game for my girl to see.
Yeah, that's Land of the Snakes.
This whole album, like you said, he was talking about, he got introduced to the game.
Mm-hmm.
And you think about, he had to come up to warm up, Friday Night Lights. Then he had Sideline Story where he blows up.
Yeah.
He becomes famous. And then this point of his career, I know this because of the podcast, he moves to LA. That's when he isolates himself.
Right.
It's just him, Boz, Eve, the Dreamville crew, all together. And he's living the fame, dealing with the fame after touring. And you know what comes with that. The chains, the women, the money, the cars.
Oh, yeah.
And he's being vulnerable for his situation there. He's talking about, okay, this is what this looks like for me. I can either go down route A, which is the game, or I can go down route B.
Well, that's like the awareness that I was bringing to the Chaining Day to what comes after Chaining Day?
Chaining Day is...
Okay, all that.
Yeah, ain't some shit. But then it's Crooked Smile.
Yeah. So...
And even then, that's a vulnerable song. Crooked Smile?
Oh, yeah.
You can't tell me that.
Tell me I should fix my grill because I got money now. But the original, though. The original. Oh, my God. I wish the original was somewhere on streaming.
It was the beat.
Where he's, you ain't so deaf. Your teeth just got crooked edges.
Jagged edges.
Jagged edges. Yeah.
That was fire.
Dude. Crazy. I don't know. I do think that there is like a lot of vulnerability. I have it in quotes. It's not vulnerable. And I think I put it in quotes because I think further in his discography, he gets a lot more vulnerable with like even attempting singing when he shouldn't. With like certain subject matter. He did his thing on Fall Off a lot. But yeah, as far as the vulnerability goes, I think that's why I'm trying to bring so much attention to the masking is because he shows a lot of his depth through the lyrics, but with his lyrics, he's putting on this image of like on the surface, he's okay. But on like the deep side, he's close to the cliff.
Yep.
Like Mrs. Huxtable. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like at this point, he was at a crossroads. Like I said, he goes A, goes B. And then when we go into, which is the next album that falls on your list, 2014 Forest Hill Drive. That's where
this is just in chronological order.
Okay, well, it's still number 2 on your list.
Yeah, it's still number 2. Yeah, it's number 2 on your list. It's the next one.
That's where he's like, okay, another staple point in his career, similar to the warm up, where he's like, this is me. This is what I'm going to be. This is where I'm going to go, and we see that because that's when. You can say he went mainstream in Born Center, but I think he went more main in Forest Hills Drive.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I think No Role Models is the biggest thing to happen to Cole.
Yeah, and then Get Off My Dick, Love Yours.
Yeah, and it's a very cohesive track list as well. But my reasons for it being a little bit lower than Born Center is a little bit, I don't know, I'll get into it. So, The reason why I like Born Sinner so much is because it feels like a lot of thought was put into it, a lot of brain. On the contrast, 2014 Forest Hills Drive. I've always appreciated how personal this one felt. The strengths of this album are songs that have now stood the test of time, decade-plus old songs that still sit in Cole's most popular songs.
Yep.
I wish you would have ended with this album. While it's not perfect, nothing is overthought or what I would consider corny or anything. It is a wonderful love letter to his home and the true discovery of his own sound and his home. Subject matter in that album seems to be a rebuttal to Born Sinner, those post-fame thoughts, and just coming back to home after seeing the lights and shine. The sobering realization that nothing is as important as where you came from. I really appreciate this album because it's not a lot of up here. It's all from his heart.
Yep.
It's all from his heart. There are moments, Fire Squad, of course, where he's talking his shit.
Yep.
GOMD, he's talking his shit. But just, this feels like the worm crackling vinyl that you're listening to by our fireplace. You know what I mean? Like, this album feels like home. Like, it always has, too. Like, even when we refer back to, home is where you make it, when we refer back to our memories with this album, no role models. We got that song banned from our school. It was awesome. Like, just looking back at that, like, those memories and tying it so close to Anderson and, like, APA, like, this album is very much so home to me. I can always come back to this album with appreciation for what it is. And I think the only reason I have Born Sinner so high is because, look, I love Saint Tropez.
You can do without it.
I can do without it.
I agree there. Hello.
And Hello, I appreciate it because I know that Cole appreciates it, but I can do without Hello too. Otherwise, I think this would actually be a 10. I think it would 100% be a 10.
I got a question. If you can pick two songs,
Winter Wonderland.
That's one. I'm about to say, what's the next one? But my question was going to be, if you could pick two songs from the deluxe to replace those two songs that you mentioned, so Saint Tropez and Hello, what two songs would he replace them with from the deluxe? Has to be from the deluxe. He said Winter Wonderland, which is one of them. I'll flip it around. I already know my two.
Black Man in Hollywood. Or no, Keep Heaven Dancing.
Okay.
Yeah. Winter Wonderland and Keep Heaven Dancing.
Yep.
For sure. Miles, I don't love that
really
much. The Bone Bags song.
Yeah, I don't enjoy. I like Cole's verse, and to be honest, it's just me probably being biased because Cole's my favorite artist. Any song I shouldn't say any song because there's a few songs I'm like what's that one? I forget. Never mind. But that song I enjoy. I like Cole's verse. I can do without Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah. And it's like 6 minutes long. It's a long song.
Yeah. Let's see. It is exactly.
Yeah,
he is on one.
Dude, exactly. I'm a crackhead when it comes to this shit, dude. I'm not kidding. But I don't think I actually said the score. I have Forest Hills Drive as an 8.3, and you can keep the note to self. I can listen to that on repeat. I have never loved an outro that isn't really a song. I mean, the first half, I love the song element too, or it's not even a half. It's like an eighth of the song. I love the actual song.
With the gratitude.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you get into the Jonah Hill, fucking what was it? Dale Earnhardt Jr. Like, it's just silly. And I feel like it really captures just how kind of this album feels effortless for him. And that's why, I mean, it didn't come from his brain, it came from his heart, is because I feel like he put all that overthinking aside and he just made an album that was him. And I think this, all in all, is the most him album. The best concept is Born Sinner. The best J. Cole that J. Cole has been is Forest Hills Drive.
That's where I disagree.
Yeah? You think Fall Off?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get there. We're not even fucking. How far are we in the 44 minutes? We're good. I just hope it doesn't cut off. I keep looking at the camera because I want to make sure it doesn't cut off. This might be a two-parter. Next is For Your Eyes Only. I feel like this album didn't meet its own expectations. Phenomenal moments, but She's Mine Part 1 and 2 are mid at best, and Fold and Close is a certified stinker. Ville Mentality is almost a good song. The concept for this album is great, but I feel like it fails to be sonically pleasant at times. I wish that I Love This Album it does hold many of J. Cole's best songs. I love that this is an ode to James. And I feel like the only reason this album came out when it did was because it was trying to compete with the complexity of To Pimp a Butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
I think he could have sat on this album a little bit longer, polished it a little bit more, and even scrapped a couple of things. I can appreciate what Fold and Close is doing. It's a cute song. Steve Lacy is on the production from it. I believe that was one of the songs that he made on his iPhone, which is incredible.
Yeah.
But it's the chorus for me. It's almond milk bar. It's like it's really It's cute and it's sincere. I think I was trying to combine cute and sincere and somehow came up with queet. It's very queet. She's Mine Part 1 and 2. I think 2 is better than 1.
Yeah.
But I could just do without it's really slow. It kind of drags. I see what they're doing. I just don't think that they hit. Immortal is one of J. Cole's best songs. Deja Vu. Change is probably top 10 J. Cole song ever. Neighbors, of course, is phenomenal as well.
Yep.
For Your Eyes Only, the title track, also great. I think he got a little lost towards the end of the writing for Your Eyes Only, the actual title track. But I do love that James is a real nigga because he loved you. I think that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. And if that's what the whole album narrows down to, it's a great album. But as far as everything that happens before that final moment, there's some misses.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree that when this came out, it seemed like it was competing with To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick. Because when that came out, it was like a whole not that Kendrick changed the rap game with that, but like it was a whole different
jazz. Like
it was a whole different vibe. Yeah. Like you went from like
there's live instrumentation on here.
You went from like a good chorus,
city, strings,
and then you go. What J. Cole had was Forest Hills Drive, and you're like, okay, these are phenomenal albums in themselves. And then Kendrick comes with this whole different vibe that you didn't expect from, or at least from him. And then I don't know if it was just timing or what, but then you have J. Cole when he drops his, which is I believe was right after or shortly thereafter Kendrick's, and it's just like he kind of bit his style a little bit.
Yeah.
Made his own twist to it, of course.
I don't think his album is biting, but I definitely think it's kind of swag jacking a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
That's what it seemed like for me when I first listened to it. But then I agree where it's like you talking about For Your Eyes Only, the last song of the album, and you're like, yeah, like that hits home. Your daddy was a real nigga because he loved you. Like I'm like, damn. Yeah. I didn't expect that.
And it's like that's another like 7-minute song. It's like 7 minutes.
But that song is like worth it though.
But yeah.
That song because he's taking you through the story. I remember listening to that song and being in my room, and I'm just like, my eyes like I'm daydreaming, and I'm like there in that scenario, like a fly on the wall, just watching everything go down as he's going through this story.
As far as visual storytelling with J. Cole, that's one of his best. His absolute best.
Yes.
It probably is his best storytelling song. He has several, but that's a phenomenal one.
Dreams is up there too.
I'll talk about Dreams later.
Hold on, can we talk about how his love story started with his, I believe it's his wife.
Right.
Starting with dreams. You go from dreams. I'm going to
tell you this. You mentioned earlier that your perfect J. Cole album is like a greatest hits. So I actually made mine a concept album about his love story.
I wanted to do that.
Yeah. And when I pulled up here and I said I cooked with this, I listened to it on the way here. It's perfect. It's perfect.
You have dreams, and then I want to see if he talks. He doesn't really say much about his love life and maybe Love Me Not and Friday Night Lights. You go to Born Center. Um, I'm trying to see. There's not much that.
No, nothing in Born Center. But you
then
do
once
have
you
some
go to,
moment, yeah.
I'm not Born
Power
Center,
Trip.
sideline story. But you go to Born Center, you have Power Trip, and that one's like dedicated solely to her.
Wrote the song "Dreams" for you. Thoughts of a Ring for you.
Then you keep going, and he's like, especially in like
But I
those
do think
pivotal
there's parallels with "For Your Eyes Only" and like the "She's Mine" and stuff. I think that those are odes to her as well.
There are pivotal moments in his career where he brings her up.
Yeah.
And then you finish his career with the fall off.
Yeah.
With Life Sentence and Only You. And you're like, damn, we just got to see this nigga's love story.
Yeah.
Which is fire. Yeah, it's like,
but then you have your moments where Cole's talking about like, yeah, I'm married, but I'd love to hit Ruby Rose. You know what I mean? Like, what's he saying that shit for? Like, you're wearing the red leather.
He said he could hit her. Yeah. Hit her because of a keystroke. But I feel like that's similar to like when he was talking about like, maybe it's in Might Delete Later, where he's like, I don't shoot guns.
Yeah.
It's just lying. Like, we niggas lying too.
That was a bar. I think I'm going to talk about that. Actually, no, I don't think I wrote that down. I don't know what bar that is on Might Delete Later. He's like, yeah, I don't shoot guns, but that bar was hard, bro.
They're talking about, he's like, gun. Because I mean, I'll be at the gym when I'll be listening to that song, because I play that album on repeat. He's like, guns sticking to my hand or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that shit's so hard. He's like, I don't shoot guns.
That little Tekka video where he's like, I don't drive.
But like, I feel like when he's talking about that, outside of Born Center, when he brings up like fucking and all these other girls, that's just the guy in him.
Yeah.
And he's lying and whatnot, because I don't know how old his kids are, but he has 2 boys, and
they've got to be at least. I mean, I think he had his first kid around the time of, I think 4 Your Eyes Only. 4 Your Eyes Only. I think he just had a baby.
Because everybody thought it was a girl.
Yeah.
Based off of that album.
The Nina. Yeah.
Yep. So, but
yeah, I do think it's a good album. I wish that it hit harder than it does. I have it at a 6.5 out of 10.
I mean, KOD.
Which is crazy because I have For Your Eyes Only where you have Might Delete Later. Or
1, 2, 3,
sorry.
4, 5, 6.
You have For Your Eyes Only as your second worst.
Yes.
That's crazy.
I put it there.
That's crazy.
Because like
I have Might Delete Later as my second worst. That's what I'm saying.
The next two, the one you talk about and the next one you're going to talk about, those are like my least favorite J. Cole projects. And when you talk about the sideline being forced, I feel like those were forced. Like the KOD is during that era where Little Baby was getting hot. All these like in it, all the music.
It was a lot of SoundCloud stuff because I remember there was a lot of speculation that Photograph was a copying or mimicking Ski Mask the Slump God's flow.
And, this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
The song Photograph. I think it's like the 3rd song on there.
That song. I thought you meant like the Photograph.
I'm not the nigga for lip. Yeah. I actually didn't like that song. I kind of do like it, though. I don't like the
It's not
chorus.
That I'm not ranking them on a scale from 1 to 10 as low as you did.
Right.
But like they're just my least.
That's how I ranked them, was by reviewing them.
They're just
I don't know how to do that.
They're my least favorite Cole projects that weren't.
That's fair.
Mixtapes like the Revenge.
I can understand why like Come Up is higher too, because like there's just a lot of hunger, and the song's called Fear by Drake.
Fear?
It's from his first project. You should listen to it sometime. It's called Fear. It's probably the realest Drake song from 2009.
You're talking so slick.
So yeah, 6.5 out of 10.
I put Free instead of Fear.
For Your Eyes Only. Next I have KOD. KOD was a really interesting time in my life. I think I was going into my sophomore year. We were going into our sophomore year of college.
Maybe.
I was at Ball State. You're at AU.
Yep.
I remember waking up on my friend's couch after a lengthy night of drinking, and I saw this album came up on, or that they came out, because it was like a surprise drop.
Yep.
Came out of nowhere. And I just remember the first time that KOD
Oh my God.
Like, the intro hit, and I was like, "This is different."
Uh-huh.
You have the woman or like her dialogue and everything, talking about drugs and everything, and the most important drug of all, love. And then the KOD, that song hits, and it's crazy. Stacked a few M's like my last name was Shady. That's crazy. So anyway, KOD. I will begin by saying the production style is my favorite era. Moody, lo-fi trap drums, and almost 8-bit styles work well with Cole's voice, as I mentioned earlier. Kill Edward ruins every song and appearances made. I hate that he did that. Like, that was his big, like, concept. That was his, like, dot. You know, like his K dot.
Yeah, I guess.
I feel like, or his like Lucy from
Was it Damn?
To Pimp a Butterfly.
Oh yeah, because Lucy, they did a whole story.
Many flows are derivative of the SoundCloud era, which I don't think is bad. It feels like he's just adjusting to the times. You develop with it, or you get lost. You know, moments feel like XXX or even Kodak at times. Once again, fire concept, bad execution, feels rushed and imperfect without polish. But I don't think polish is necessary because of the production style per se. It does have a few more songs to boost the average, but the edge from For Your Eyes Only to KOD only comes from a barely longer track list, which is, you know, it just goes from a 6.5 to a 7. And once again, the out of 10 does not mean like best album of all time. It's just in the eyes of a J. Cole discography, that is what like the best 10 is. So this is a 7 out of 10 for me, with notable tracks being Kevin's Heart, KOD, Once an Addict, ATM, in 1985. Brackets was a big song for me before. Don't like Brackets anymore.
Yeah.
Not big on Brackets or Window Pane, I don't think.
Window Pane's the outro.
1985 surprisingly is held pretty well. But yeah, Kevin's Heart is probably my biggest takeaway from this album. The cutoff is fine if you don't have Kill Edward. I love the production. The keys are really good on that. Friends, I don't even remember what Friends sounds like, but
I'll play it for you.
Song's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I think that Kevin's Heart, KOD, ATM, 1985. Photograph is okay. I think I have a new appreciation for Photograph because it really is good. Sometimes you have to be in a mood. This is an album by J. Cole you have to be in a mood for.
Yes.
I definitely have to say that. I think that your view of it will change if you are in the mood to listen to this album.
And that, I agree, because when I listened to it, I just got done listening to the very first few we talked about.
Yeah.
So it's like,
it is like hard.
And you're like,
this is really depressing. Listen to this boring. So like, I do think that like going from For Your Eyes Only to KOD, it's dry.
Yes.
You know, it is very somber. It doesn't have a lot of hit except for KOD. I mean,
I like KOD. I like ATM. I like Motivate. I believe I like Once Addict. I gotta hear it again.
Yeah, that's where he's like going crazy about his mom.
Yeah, that one I like.
Still, I'm all ear like Basset Hounds.
Crazy.
Oh my god.
Yes, but I think it's probably low on my list because when I listened to it, like I said, I was driving from work and then going to the gym. So like I was like banger after banger album after banger album, and then you have that little dip in his stock.
Yeah.
But then he comes back to me with the off season, what gives him a little peak, then might delete later, goes up a little bit more, and then finish at the top with the fall off.
So, okay, I will agree because I was wondering why I have KOD ranked so high, and it's not because I enjoy it more. I just think technically speaking, it is like a 7 out of 10. But I agree. I think of J. Cole's entire discography, this is the one that you really have to be in a mood for it to be that 7 out of 10. I don't think I would always say it's a 7 out of 10. I think it's comfortable where it's at in my ranking, though. I would place it at 7. I think I would always go to KOD before I do For Your
Yeah,
Eyes Only, Come Up, Might Delete Later, Sideline Story. But I have to be in a mood to make that happen.
Yep.
You know.
I got you.
But yeah, move on.
Yep. We go to
Off season. This is where me and Melandrick are going to really disagree. Or one of the places where we're going to disagree, because Might Delete Later is after this, right? So I think this is a big showcase of his rapping ability, taking a break from the traditional song structure. Not a very high-risk project. That being said, no high reward either. I don't want to rank this super high because I think, once again, on a technical standpoint, I think this is one of his best. But there's just not a lot of like sticking his neck out for this one. It feels like he had a job to rap, and that's what he did. Very dry, dark, and grungy. Dark subject matter, introspective, fear and self-exploration and reflection. Feels like a Cliff Notes version of what should have been a whole album feel. Fine, leaves you wanting more. Makes sense as this was a detour from the fall off. This felt like he was putting out something because we were all waiting for the fall off because he's just been talking about it for over a decade. I do like his moments where he's talking about shooting the gun, worrying about hitting somebody randomly. There's a lot of really good moments on here. I could do without the Lil Baby feature. I do like Pride is the Devil. I think that's a good song. Not saying that this should be a feature-less album because Boz adds so much to this album. This might as well have been a Boz collab tape. And I think I actually would love that a lot more if it was. And then Black being on, is it
Let Go My Hand?
Let Go My Hand, yeah. I think that the songs that are songs are really good. The songs that are just rapping, they make me smile. Like I mentioned earlier, Applying Pressure, you have 100 mil, Interlude, phenomenal. I remember that when that dropped as that Lewis Street pack with Lion King on Ice. Interlude was tough. Or no, it wasn't. Interlude was the single. The Climb Back was on, yeah. The Climb Back is really good. These are all my notable tracks. Hunger on Hillside, I think it's a phenomenal outro to what this album's doing.
I think that's interesting because when that album dropped, I remember we texted, you said, Hunger on Hillside is not the best song to end this album on. I remember that because every time I played that album, I'm like, what didn't he like about this song?
When it first came out?
Yes.
Do you remember that?
I'm like, what? I disagree with you.
Grow on you. No, permanent opinions as soon as I listen to it. Yeah.
But I'm like, Hunger on Hillside, like, what didn't you like about this song? Like, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this whole album, to be honest. Even though it's low on my list.
Isn't that the one that Diddy ends on? Oh, no. I'm thinking of Soldiers. I think it's Let Go My Hand. Where Diddy has the whole outro. That kind of ruins it for me.
That's Diddy?
That's Diddy.
Yep.
That's what he's talking about. You would have thought my favorite rapper was Puff.
Yep. Do you think when he says now he knows too much, J. Cole, when he's like, no, I know too much?
No, I think that's a coincidence.
Okay.
I think because based off of what he's talking about
in the song
is like he's talking about like scrapping with him and like, you know, the insides of like the industry. Well, I mean, he very well could be. I don't think that he would have Diddy on the outro of that same song if it was talking about his sex trafficking stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that it's strictly a coincidence, but people have been blowing that lyric up since. They'd be like, he knows too much. Like, I think people forget that Diddy's on the song.
Yeah. And then plus, that's not the only thing Diddy was doing.
He was fighting with everybody. He got mad at Kendrick over the Control verse, and it's crazy that that's why J. Cole and Diddy got into it, right? Was because he said he was the king of New York.
Really?
And yeah, Diddy was mad about that.
Why didn't Diddy fight 50 or somebody?
Like, I don't know.
50 was going around claiming all types of shit.
Nobody's going to fight about 50.
Did you listen to that Damani?
Whoa! After this, dude, that's Baby Cole right there.
After this,
it sounds so. Miss Jackson, tough.
Yes.
If you haven't listened to it, watching this, Damani. But
fire.
So I thought my friend Greg sent it to me.
Oh, that's one of my questions.
Like, you need to listen to this 50 Cent diss from T.I.'s son. I was like, King is not that good. I don't really want to listen to it. And like T.I. kind of fell off too. Paper Trails and No Mercy T.I., best era T.I. in my opinion.
Gotta love T.I.
I do love T.I. And then the King album, phenomenal. But yeah, I heard that Damani and I was like, great voice, great flow. He is murdering 50 right now. He's like, your mom's dead. You should be dead with her. I'm sorry that your mom has to deal with her son being this bitch ass dude. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. He said, he said, you've been 50 so much, you forgot who Curtis is.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
What do you say? Oh, dude, we'll have to get into that later. But yeah.
Yeah, after this.
Everybody's like, 50 doesn't have to rap. Bullshit. I want 50 to rap now. I don't think he's going to kill that dude.
But he can't, but he can't, because T.I. got about as much ties as 50 does, I believe.
There's too many fingerprints all over all of that for any of that to happen. But Damani is like full on making death threats to 50.
50 went after his family, his mom, bro. Like,
yeah.
All right, might delete later. Sorry.
Off season 7.3 out of 10. I think it's slightly a little bit better than KOD. But that being said, I'm always kind of in the mood to listen to off season. I can put that on whenever. It's a nighttime album for me, I think, too.
The off season?
Like night drive album.
I that's where I disagree, because you start off 95 South, Amari's a little slow, but then My Life, and then Punching the Clock, Applying Pressure, Punching the Clock, 100 Mils. Those are bangers.
Yeah.
And then you get the Lil Baby feature, and even though you said you can do without it, this when he comes on, in that moment, I just remember being like...
The lead up.
It
was a hidden feature.
Yeah. Cole's going...
Is that Baby?
Yeah, Baby comes... What does he say? Because I remember I'll be rapping that shit. I don't know what this is.
Talk about taking it, breaking it, and add it up. Oh, he's...
Yeah, right here. Nigga, add it up. Make sure they say gonna back it up. Rack it up. Break it down, weigh it up, not backing up. Make a 5. Niggas playing with us. See, like, you can't just drive. I'll be over there vibing as soon as he come on. Like, he's like, what the fuck?
That was Fire Lil Baby era, too. That was like the Wants and Needs Drake
era. Yes. And when he came on, you're like, what?
All the shit with Gunna. That was Fire Lil Baby era.
Yes. Like, that's what I agree with the rating. But the one that I say is like a nighttime drive for me.
I do think 21 has a good verse on My Life, too.
Yep. It's for your eyes
teddy bears whenever he makes their mamas cry.
That was tough. That was tough.
Might delete later. Appropriately, I'm just going to start with the actual rating. The actual rating I gave for this is, ironically enough, Pi 3.14 out of 10. Should have deleted. There's not really anything to come back to here, in my opinion. Nothing memorable. Daylight and Absol are kind of the only things to come back to on the song Pi. I'm only giving it this high of a score because some of the beats, I do like Pricey. It's a good intro. Nothing sticks quite much afterwards. Fever's ass. Hide Ya Bitch is trash, dude. Miss me with that. Actually, yeah, I said earlier that New York Times is not the... Hide Ya Bitch is the worst Boz and Cole collab in Central C. Not my thing. Ready 24 really just shows how boring Cameron is. His verses, he was so tough on 95 intro or 95 South just because he's kind of just leading that intro with the momentum and the power. But he's rapping on Ready 24 and it just doesn't do it for me. And I know that Ready is a Cameron song, so like he is revisiting that. It's an homage. It's fine. I originally had this at 3.8. I said, honestly, 3.8 is too high. As I write this, I'm going to give it a 3.14. It's really only worth Pi. This stains his discography. Notable tracks, Sticks and Stones is fine. Couldn't tell you how it goes. Trade the Truth and Ibiza, fine.
I like that.
And Pi.
Okay. This is where we disagree.
Yeah.
Just because this, to me...
7 Minute Drill would have had the album rank a little bit higher for me.
I agree.
It would have boosted there. And that's a shit diss.
It is. You weren't even like really talking bad about Kendrick for real.
No, I do like he revisited some Jay-Z bars, I think.
I didn't catch that.
Where he's talking about like 4 albums in 9 years. I Can Divide, something like that. I do think that the beat switch is fine. That bunk ass first half of 7 Minute Drills. I don't know what was he smoking that he picked that beat. The Conductor beat was fire at the end, where he's talking about Stone Temple Pilots, like
Conductor.
Yeah, kind of a weak lyric there, but I definitely think the second half of 7 Minute Drill is better than the first half. But light work, like a speed I remember the night that this came out, and I was like, he responded.
Yeah, everybody did that.
I do not blame him at all for dropping out of the beef. I am a firm stance he should have and always should have left the beef. It was not about the big three.
I'm glad you brought that up.
It was never about the big three.
One, this is where I believe it should be ranked higher. Because to me, it just seemed like Cole was having fun. It just
Fuck that.
It wasn't something where he was just like you said earlier, when he put a lot of heart or a lot of brain power into it. It was just like, all right, I might delete this later. This is just some fun shit I was doing.
Yeah.
Like a little,
I think it's
the appetizer, if you would say, to the fall off.
Okay, I can agree, because I don't think the off season was fun, because there are a lot of dark moments on it. Yeah, I can appreciate that about might delete later.
And then, do you know where he got this part of hunting rabbits from?
Dude, from Meat Canyon?
Yeah. He showed me this. I was like, what the fuck?
I didn't even know watching Meat Canyon.
No,
They're weird.
Yes.
I love Hunter. So he plays Magic the Gathering. I'm big into Magic now, over like last year. So I watch his Meaty Magic channel, but
that was dark.
I also watch his Papa Meat channel. That's fine. But Meat Canyon is...
And then the one with the Minecraft?
Dude, have you seen like the Impractical Jokers one?
No, don't tell me. No, just keep it there.
Dude.
I said, whoa.
They're weird.
And then, like, especially at the end, he's like, I'm sorry for what I've done.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, him well, I remember when I hadn't been watching his YouTube videos yet, but I remember seeing the thumbnail for the video. J. Cole sampled me. Like, I was really excited for him. I was like, I don't know who this guy is, but now I watch his videos like
that was
a year later. I'm like, that's crazy. I finally watched the video. I was like, none of them are fun to watch.
Yeah,
they're all kind of like that. They're not fun to
that
watch.
Minecraft one was it. My cousin showed me that. I'm like, don't.
I'm not even gonna lie. I haven't seen the Minecraft one. I've seen the Impractical Jokers one, the Anthony Fantano one, where he's like pooping on things. It's weird. His videos are weird. They're grotesque and hard to watch.
But last but not least.
No, stay in your case. I mean, you have it higher.
I have it higher just because to me it's just him having fun. Like I said, it's the appetizer before we get to the fall off. I enjoyed pretty much every song on the album. I can do without not Pricey, but Ready 24. I enjoyed Crocodile Tears, Hunting Rabbits.
I'll give you $5 personally if you were here at this point in the video.
I enjoyed Hide Your Bitch.
This is going to be like halfway through the video. We still got games to play.
Fever's just a fun one to me.
This is probably the longest part of the video.
And then 3001. But like, Hide Your Bitch. Only reason Hide Your Bitch is so funny to me is because I remember when I was playing this song, I'm driving in the car. I don't know where I was going. JoJo's in the back seat. And I'm like, he's singing along to it. I'm turning down. He's literally saying it. Hide your bitch, hide your wife. I'm like, oh, I didn't hear nothing. I turned it back up.
Actually, stealth mode is kind of fire.
Stealth mode is fire. Like, I just think this is Cole having fun.
Yeah.
It's not him taking it serious. It's just him having fun. And me being the avid J. Cole fan I am, I love that for him.
Meat riding.
This is bad bit.
I wish I could agree. Well, we could agree to disagree. I'm not his strongest. I have that at 10. Only beating Sideline Story. But the come up is only beaten Might Delete Later and Sideline Story too. But yeah. So
gotcha.
I mean, you have it above a lot of like KOD and For Your Eyes Only and Sideline Story off season to come up. You have that. This is all those.
This was hard for me between the come up and Might Delete Later, where they went. I can interchange them at any time because once again, those are just projects where it seemed like he was having fun.
Yeah.
Come up, he was trying to figure out his style, what he wanted to do, who he was. I think when he made it, he was just going to college or he was in college when he made it. Those I can interchange, but the off season, Sideline Story, For Your Eyes Only, KOD, those felt a little bit more forced than Might Delete Later.
They just had more direction. Yeah.
And I don't know, I just like that. And then especially in the time when this came out, there's only two, it's just like people were too serious about.
Well, stakes were high. That's where I think
and it was just like a relief. It was like, whew.
This album gets really overshadowed for me by what was going on around it. Now that 7 Minute Drill is it still? It's still shaded. That's crazy. Yeah, it's not like that on Spotify. But with like Euphoria and Family Matters are the best songs to come out of the Drake and Kendrick beef, hands down. Family Matters was a great rebuttal to. I will stand by that. It's phenomenal. But yeah, while all that was going on, I mean, it really got overshadowed. You know how every time Big Sean does something, Kendrick does something, and everybody forgets about Big Sean doing it? I feel like that's exactly what this album did. Dude.
He is phenomenal.
That's our next episode, Big Sean. Big Sean's the next episode. I'm 100% down. I will already tell you my favorite Big Sean album. I decided.
I have to go back and listen.
I decided this is the best one. Anyway, continue.
I'm done with my rant about Might Delete Later because now we're talking about the meat and butter. The best thing ever.
The meat and butter.
The Fall Off.
The Fall Off. A very strong album.
Yes.
My only fault of this album is that it does have... Okay, I would disagree with this now. I wrote this a couple of weeks ago. I wouldn't call it bloat. I do think that there are some skips, though. It very well could have been Cole's best album had it not been so full and so big. I think that it really would have stood better as two separate releases. I think Disc 29 being one album and Disc 39. And it very well, you can consume it that way, too. Mm-hmm. I do find it more enjoyable if I am listening to the first 40 minutes and then listen to the other hour later. Disc 29 is like 41 minutes or something like that. But...
did you time it or something? So did you time it?
Dude, I'm like low key like on the spectrum about music stuff. I'm not kidding. I can tell you dates of when albums came out. But so if all the iffy songs were omitted, I would probably have this a 9+. Singing is bearable. It's actually really good at times. The instrumentals are infectious. None of the lyrics are bad. Some are definitely controversial. There's the safety bar.
Oh,
Dick in the booty tights for real. I get what he's saying there because he does say like, no, we're grown. We don't say like the F slur or anything like that anymore. Yeah. But Dick in the booty types? Come on. It's so sophomoric. It's like that really takes away from the song for me. Not because he's talking about like gay people or anything like that. I have no problem with that, of course. I completely I think that's the issue, is that it's Dick in the booty types is so antagonizing. Antagonizing.
When I first heard that, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was showing my friend Damon the other day, and actually yesterday I was playing the album for him, and I was like actually trying to make conversation while that part was happening, so he wouldn't like tune in for it. But like,
you can't miss it.
You can't miss it because like I'm talking about this one thing, and I hear his ear, or I see his ear perk up, and he like does like the eyebrow. He said, "What?" I said, "I know. I hate that lyric." Yeah, Dick in the booty types. That's the controversial lyric I think I'm mainly talking about here. This is definitely his best album in a decade. Some of his best songs of all time, I would say, are on here, and I think they'll age better with time. It's still very soon to tell, but I think a lot of these songs will, like Forest Hills Drive, like Born Sinner, I think they'll stand the test of time. while not his magnum opus, which you will disagree on, he had everyone convinced it would be. It is, in my opinion, his top 3 of all time. Notable tracks: Who the Fuck Is You, 39 Intro.
I enjoy that song. You talking about
That's our new national anthem. All of 39 Intro. All of it.
Okay.
The 5.5 minutes of it is phenomenal. The Fall Off is Inevitable. Incredible. I wish it wasn't the single for the album. I wish it wasn't teased before the album, because I feel like that really, like...
I love the creativity. People don't know how creative you got to be to do that.
Yeah, it's great. It's really good. Safety, I do have as a highlight, besides the one part. Drum and bass, fucking talk about.
Oh, that's another one, Judge.
Fucking talk about.
Oh my God. In the back, she talking about, fuck you talk about. I said, it's not talking. It's talk about.
Talk about.
He's like, okay. Man.
And Legacy, I
like
Legacy is so good. I have it at a strong 8.2 out of 10. I do think that this is really good. I think it could do without a couple of songs, maybe trim down a little bit. I think its fault having so many songs brings it down ever so slightly. I do think with it having so much, you could even take off a couple of good songs and have them be like side. I think The Fall Off is Inevitable would have been a really good single, and I think it really serves well for the actual album. I just think the concept hits really deep for after 39 Intro going into... Maybe it should have been the outro.
For this 39?
Yeah. Maybe it should have been the outro.
I disagree.
Instead of, what is it, Ocean...
So Ocean Way is a bonus. But
And the World is the Veil.
Yeah, because I'm going to say, if you put it as an outro, I think the perfect way to end the album is The Whole World is the Ville.
Yeah.
If you take away Ocean, I can do without...
Because Dreamville has always been around. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
I enjoy Ocean Way, don't get me wrong. But if you take that out, it's a perfect ending to the album. And
I don't know why you did the bonuses. Lonely at the Top is a great song
bonus
to have.
And
why is that a bonus?
You can put that at the bottom of this 39 too, and still feel like...
There's a lot of songs I feel like could be the outro for this, for sure.
Yes.
Yes. It's a really strong project. I think
agree.
that this is a really high note to leave on. I still think the conciseness of like Forest Hills Drive would be the perfect kiss and Ride Into the Sunset. I mean,
I think this is...
I wish his outro would have been similar to Note to Self, because like just an appreciation roll credits, like...
Yeah. But I feel like that's been his whole thing though, is me being the avid fan I was. For the people who don't know, J. Cole was like the first artist, I told you this many times before, first artist I found outside of listening to music my older brothers and my parents were listening to. And so when I listen to music, I go by another one of my favorite artists, Big Crit. If it don't hit my soul, I don't listen to it. Yeah. So if I can't connect with it like that, I don't listen to it. So when I connected with Cole, I'm like, who is this man? I went and looked up all his interviews. I was sat down and I was like, who is this man? I basically studied him.
Yeah.
I still kind of go back and listen to some of those interviews because they're pivotal for me in the way I move about my life. And you hear all of the stuff that he talked about in those interviews in this album. You hear...
Yeah, Poor Thing. I watched the interview that the Poor Thing was about, or it was a freestyle that he did talking about like some dude saying I can't come back home. It was in between Born Center and Forest Hills Drive. There is like a lot of revisitation on here. I was listening to something and he brings up Bunts Road and I was like, oh wow, like early on. It might very well be Warm Up or Come Up.
There's been a few where I was listening to where he brings up different song titles, like
where it's like full circle and it comes back to
And this also
Run a Train is so fire.
That is fire.
Run a Train is so fire.
Not only is it that, but you can hear the inspiration from the other artists, like you mentioned earlier, like the Nas. I think
DMX,
DMX,
P. Pablo making an
appearance. And of course you have Biggie and Pac on What If.
I could do without What If, honestly.
tripping. But like Safety for me, that's like that Nas storytelling feel.
Yeah.
Like he gets to a point, and I'm like, is this Cole or is this Nas?
Yeah.
And because when I listen,
It
to
does
Nas,
feel like he's leveling up a little bit.
Yes.
Like I said, this is his best project in a decade.
Yep. And then you get
without a doubt.
He's emotional throughout this album.
Mhm.
You have your bangers, but he's still emotional, and vulnerable. Then
people are calling Life Sentence the worst on the album, and I'm like,
they're tripping.
That
like, is fire.
Life Sentence is probably top 3 for me.
If I can do without anything,
especially with the DMX interpolations, so
it'd be Ocean Way. If I can do without anything, it'd be Ocean Way. And then
Only You I could do without. Just because Burna Boy, I think.
I
know
can do without Burna Boy
earlier.
Yes, I can do without Burna Boy. But to me, this album is just, it encompasses his whole career. Not only that, it shows that everything that he said he was going to do, he did. Everything he stood on or said he was going to stand on, he stood on.
Yeah.
You see all the influences from the other artists, like, and I Love Her Again. That reminds me of an Eminem
That's fire.
song. That reminds
it's a common interpolation too.
Yep, and that like he flows kind of like Eminem, and I like What If so much because the way Biggie and Pac, okay, he flows like Biggie and Pac in their verses, but not only that, you can tell that he took time to write that song and enunciate the words how they would, and then write the verse exactly how they would.
Yeah.
And then even when he comes to What If and his Pac's verse, you know, like Pac usually have like a little echo.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, what the fuck?
No, actually, so there was a time when For Your Eyes Only came out and Deja Vu played where I thought the chorus, don't stop.
Yes, you can hear the.
Gotta do it.
Yes.
I thought that he was trying to be Pac when that happened. And I was like, that sounds like fucking Tupac.
But, okay, now let's pause for a second.
Yeah.
You talk about all this, all these albums, they were like practice for this.
Yeah.
Like, how can you not? This is literally like the perfect. It's like all leading up. This is practice.
Like, so do you appreciate the off season? Might Delete Later was not in the the lineup or whatever. But like, can you appreciate how sharp his pen was in the off season?
Yes, I agree.
I do agree with like he's been preparing all this time for this. I do think the off season is a good reminder, and why I have it relatively high is like it's a good reminder of, especially at the time, how sharp it still is. And that was after like his monumental feature run.
Yeah.
I mean, he still does good features and stuff too. But like, that's why I love off season so much too. Is like, Might Delete Later is fun, but off season just showed how sharp his pen still was.
Yep.
But I really agree that everything was practiced for the fall off. I do think that I hold some bias in Born Center because it's my first album I heard by Cole, and Forest Hills Drive because it is so like
home,
you know. But I have it in the top 3.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at that.
I think that over time, like I said, this album just came out. This album very well could it could grow exponentially. Like,
yes, it will.
I think the only thing I'm worried about with this album is I'm not a playlist listener. I hate listening to playlists, honestly. Unless like I'm working out, running or something. Like I don't want to listen. I want to either curate my own kind of shtick, or like I want to listen to an album front to back. I love sitting and enjoying a whole piece of work by somebody.
Yep.
I still think that there are skips on Fall Off and there's not on Born Center.
What songs? I want to know that, but I have another question about I Love Her Again. But what skips?
So, first half. There's none in this 29. There's none.
Okay.
Bombs in the Ville is close. It's close. Hit the Gas is great, though. We're talking about talking on FaceTime with the... I like the instrumental for Bombs in the Ville. Not a huge fan of the actual song itself. But Hit the Gas, where he's talking about, being on FaceTime with his younger self. I love that. Lonely at the Top, phenomenal. I think that literally disc 29 is a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Disc 39 intro, incredible. The Fall Off is inevitable. I think all of my skips are on disc 39.
And it's probably like right here in the meat.
Only You.
I like Man Up Above.
You what?
I love Man Up Above.
I could do without Only You, What If, Quick Stop is good.
Yep.
And probably Ocean Way.
Okay. Those.
So I think that's why that brings the average down. That makes sense though. Like I have one it's like a 8, one is a 9, and
what did you get? 8.2.
8.2. I have it as an 8.2.
I understand.
I think I do bring it down a little bit though because of the dick and the booty types. I wish he didn't do that because like he had me like hook, line, and sinker. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Safety was the absolute on that song, man.
Oh, dude, it's so true to boom bap rap too. And as somebody that loves boom bap and has done boom bap, and like Safety is probably one of the best boom bap songs of like the last 20 years.
I'm gonna give you my top 5 from each, because my top 5, I told you, it changes every time I listen.
Yeah.
So from Disc 29, this is not in any order: Safety, One and Train, Legacy, Drum and Bass, and Lonely at Top. This doesn't take away.
Who the fuck is you?
From Who the fuck you is an honorable mention.
Legacy, Run a Train, 2-6.
Oh, 2-6. Oh my god.
And Drum and Bass.
2-6.
Bunce Road Blues is an honorable mention there.
Okay.
It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top.
Cruising the street.
That's so fire. I love Future too, which is good because I just recently, last 2 years, have gotten into Future.
Same.
I was not big into Future, and then I listened to DS2. I was like, where was I?
Like
I wish that in high school I would have appreciated that more. I would have gotten more bitches if I listened to this. I'm just kidding. But no, Future is tough though. DS2, Monster, really dark. Monster's fire.
I heard Monster.
It's I want to see that's what Codeine Crazy is on. March Madness is fire. I feel like that's the go-to for everybody. But like, yeah, I like a lot of Future songs now. I still need to. We should do one on Future sometime too. Yeah. I'm not super big into Future, so it would be great for me, you know. And that would be a refreshing. Yeah, we should do that.
Okay, we got. Put it down.
So we got Big Sean, we got Future. I feel like we shouldn't go for like the Kendricks and.
No,
I don't want everybody's done those. You know what I mean? Oh, we should do an artist that like we should do a Hobson one. No, we should do an artist that like we don't like.
An artist we don't like? I was gonna say we should do like an artist that we feel like not too many people know about. So like put them on.
Do you remember Jalen Santoy?
No.
No, he had the. Oh man.
Let's focus back on here, and then we decide that after.
Jalen Santoy, if you're listening to this, you're probably not. But if you are, please make music again. He had that one, I Love You.
I do not know what you're talking about.
It's got like the...
No. You're going to have to show me after this.
Oh, it's fire. That's fire.
Okay, next thing on the list, the features. Ranking features.
Ranking feature. Oh, okay. Ranking feature. Okay. I don't have them. Well, I do. I have 7 of them. We agreed on 5, and I fucked it up because one of them really caught me by surprise how hard it hits. But oh, that's the Perfect Hole album. Okay. My features. Oh, and then I have some of my games.
All right. Before we go there, can I ask you a question about "I Love Her Again"? What do you think that song's about?
Hip hop.
Okay.
That's what the original song is about.
Okay.
Common. Yeah. It's a reimagining of a Common song.
Okay.
I love those songs. Like "Homecoming" by Kanye.
Yeah.
You talk about Chi-Town being hip hop.
And then J. Cole doing.
25 to Life by Eminem is about hip hop. There's a lot of songs. They'll give you goosebumps. Like they're about hip hop.
Yep. And I like that because you think it's the way he portrays this about like him being jealous over a girl, and you reference the J. Cole, the Drake and the Kendrick beef. He references the beef in there.
Yeah,
and then
about like his. Yeah, I think that was a great oh, how he said like 2 of his friends were fighting over the
So like it's like like to me, I know that song's kind of like. I don't want to call it quirky, but that's the only word that's coming to my mind.
No,
but like
it's not like a lit song or anything. It's not high energy. It's a storytelling. Like, sit down, listen to the story. Yep. Take a squat next to Papa. Let me tell you an old war story kind of deal. You know what I mean? It definitely feels like showing some scars a little bit.
Yep. And when you mentioned the beef earlier and him dropping out, like me being an avid J. Cole person, that's not his thing. Like, even in a lot of his interviews, he's like, I don't want to be here for no rap beef. What the fuck are we beefing for? So then when
Jid has said the same thing. So when he's like, I want to talk about the people I grew up with. I don't give a fuck about like a beef. I love Jid.
Yeah, and so when he dropped 7-minute drill,
for context, I love Jid. He's my.
That surprised me when he dropped 7-minute drill, because like
Jid was talking about he was talking to Joe Budden about it, because Joe Budden was like, I'm not mad at Cole for dropping out of the beef, and Jid was like, no, like when he dropped 7-minute drill, like we were like, he did what?
That's not Cole.
And yeah, he said the same thing. Like, he shouldn't have put it out to begin with. None of it was sincere. Like, he loves Kendrick.
Yes.
He loves Kendrick.
And Drake, like I told you, he was the glue that brought Drake and Kendrick together.
Yeah. And he was the middleman. He was literally
the middle child.
Yeah.
The middle, and he's the glue.
That's why he's the glue. The glue.
I'm telling you, man.
Features. I want you to take the lead on this one.
All right. So
I have 7.
I'm going
to put 7 and 6 as the honorable mentions.
Yeah, I put 6 and 7 as my honorable. I started with 5. When you told me you had 7 earlier, I put 2 that were close. I put Knock the Hustle remix.
As what? Number 1?
This is not in any order.
Okay.
Not in any order, by the way.
Okay.
Knock the Hustle remix.
Okay.
Bobo Boat.
Okay.
Beautiful Bliss. Him and Wale.
Okay.
Off D's with Jid.
Okay.
And this is him. Like I told you earlier, I like when he's talking about his wife being romantic. No Sleep with Janet Jackson.
Okay.
Honorable mentions. Pretty Little Fears. Another one that he's talking about his wife.
Okay.
And then My Nigga Just Made Bill.
All right. So I have mine ranked. 7, the honorable mention a lot. 21 Savage.
Yep.
I think that was really, I mean, it was his first Grammy win.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was a really big moment. I think the only thing that people were like, what does he talk about? Was when he was saying, like, pray for Tekashi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, 6. I'm frustrated with this feature because everybody always says it's like the all-time best Cole verse. I think that there are better, and I will say ones that are better. But Johnny P's Caddy by Benny the Butcher and J. Cole.
People really say that?
Yeah.
What are they smoking?
I don't know. I mean, it is good. On the Day I Was Born, Rain Was Pouring.
Lightning struck.
Yeah, I mean, when he's like
flying.
the theory of relativity. Relativity. There's no MC equal. That's tough.
That was tough.
Sorry, I could not say that. My number 5 is going to throw you for a loop. On the Street by J-Hope from BTS featuring J. Cole.
I love that song.
Dude.
I love that song.
I think it's one of Cole's, hence why I have it here. It's honestly, the song kind of makes me like tear up.
Yes.
It's beautiful. And
it's well written.
It kind of tracks out like how he's going to blissfully kind of exit. Like he kind of talks about it. Like, I
like that one.
So yeah, I have that at number 5. Wow. Number 4, I have The Secret Recipe, Lil Yachty and J. Cole.
I like that one.
Just because it's not like it's a drumless beat. It's like repetitive and just like it's just there to rap. Yachty is one we should do Yachty because Yachty's an artist I have trouble with, but I would love to dive deeper.
I don't get the hype.
I don't either, but I want to get it. I don't want to agree with it, but I want to understand it.
Yeah.
I think when Cole comes in, he does his fucking thing. He's talking about making a milli like he's Bangladesh, like the producer for a milli. Like, fuck, dude, are you kidding me? Number 3, I've Knocked the Hustle. I wish Kaz got bigger, dude.
Yeah, he stopped rapping.
Yeah, that's such a magical song, and it being one of Cole's best features.
Kaz and Reason together, it's like Scotty,
dude,
and Mike,
dude,
Pippen and Jordan.
And the ROTD 3 era I thought that shit was gonna happen. Zoink Gang with Guap Dad 3000, Smino, Jid, and Buddy. I thought that was gonna be a thing. Thought Cause and Reason were gonna be it, bro.
But they're making a project.
Cause and Reason.
I listened to a lot of Reason,
God.
and in his last album, he like took some time.
I do like Reason. You sent me a new Reason song. I haven't listened.
There's 3 songs.
There's 3.
Yeah.
Have you listened to Ray Vaughn yet?
I listen to his freestyles.
Oh,
because some of his stuff is like
the Good, the Bad, the Dollar Menu is so good.
His stuff is hit and miss with me sometimes.
Well, it's his early stuff because he doesn't know what he's doing. Like there's some songs where he literally sounds like Travis Scott. Like he has like an identity crisis. But the Good, the Bad, the Dollar Menu is very much so like it's good.
I give it.
It's really good. I would actually say it's probably one of my albums of the year last year. My nigga just made bail. It's so close to being number 1. We the new slaves. I ain't Freddie Ridiculous or better break ahead of the others. You motherfuckers better get. That is so fucking tough, dude.
That is tough, especially when you know, like, understand the history of Frederick Douglass.
I know, dude. It's so slick.
Yeah, you're like, oh, who?
This one, I think is going to really surprise you. I think you'll know it, but "American Dream" by Jeezy.
I love
that. Blow up the candles and it. Ah, dude.
Oh yes, dude. I remember when I first heard that. Dude. I was in the car with my mom. She just bought the Jeezy album. We were driving to one of her friend's house, and it's playing. And I didn't even know he was on the feature. I'm like, okay, Jeezy. I'm like, hold up.
That is like passionate. Like his verse is passionate, and then I'm not mad that Kendrick doesn't rap on it. He just does like that, like.
I
feel it gives me goosebumps when he does that. Like some of the ad-libs and everything, like it's perfectly crafted. The Kendrick part, like, yes. But it's a perfect song because it's the street hustle Jeezy. It's the passionate, like, fucked up system of the U.S. Cole, and then kind of what wraps it all together is that Kendrick.
Because here's Cole being the glue again. Because Kendrick, I mean, not that Cole didn't deal with the street stuff, but like, you know, Kendrick moved from Chicago to Compton. Jeezy leaves Atlanta, street life. Cole was the in between.
Yeah.
And then you have Kendrick. It's just
which Jeezy was the in between person on that because he put them both on a song together and they didn't know the other person was going to be on the other song.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fire. All right, next on the list. The perfect album.
Oh, glad we did that. Dude.
I like your list.
I need to listen to the Janet Jackson one again. I want to...
To be honest, I skipped Janet's part.
Really? That's funny.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, it's around here somewhere. I literally catch her in her hook, and then I hear Cole. It's like, Cold World. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Yeah. But the album, I did mine. It's like more like a greatest hits for me.
Okay.
So I did and listen, I know you said keeping an hour. I don't know if it's an hour. I did greatest hits, but I kept the fall off intentionally.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Just because one, I still
you think that the fall off is a perfect album. Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Simba.
Okay.
Grown Simba. Okay. I Get Up. This is not in any order. I Get Up.
Okay.
Ladies.
I Get Up is great.
Yeah, I love Ladies. Especially the part.
I'm sure you do.
No chain around my neck. You better watch out for the charm. Like, oh! Too deep for the intro.
Phenomenal.
Back to the topic.
Yep.
Rise and Shine.
Okay. Yep.
Power Trip.
Yep.
Land of Snakes.
Yep.
Trouble. And of course, you know I throw this one in here. No Role Models.
Okay.
Apparently, Crocodile Tears in 2001.
So I actually have some of those in mind. For fun, I wanted to pick out my old perfect list because I found that playlist earlier. So Rise and Shine, Runaway, ATM. It's a little weird. 03 Adolescence, Change, Mo Money, Window Pane, Once an Addict, Lego My Hand, Rich Niggas, Sacrifices from Revenge of the Dreamers, Love Yours, and Brackets.
I got a question.
That's for fun.
Did you?
I don't know.
Okay.
What was the question?
I was about to ask, did you being an artist, making music, you know how to structure an album.
Right.
Did you structure that album, or did it was just kind of like...
No, I think that this was a really quick thing that we didn't revisit back then. I think I just sent you like I like these J. Cole songs.
Yeah, kind of like what I did with him.
I really gave this one a lot of thought.
Okay, this is what I'm excited about.
So my perfect Cole album is simply titled "Love Yours." It is a journey through a relationship with there's cheating and there is a lot of I don't know. You'll see. Hold on. So too deep for the intro to start off with. It feels like a good capturing of a moment. It's actually really ahead of its time. Mm-hmm. If you listen to the lyrics and just like kind of soak it in, it still feels like he could put that out word for word today and it would sound new. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Too deep for the intro. He's talking about a slutty bitch was his first smash, and then he immediately takes you back with Wet Dreams, right? And then he is kind of just like still reflecting. This is shit I used to roll down Lewis Street with, Land of the Snakes. And then he's just like talking about getting his hoe game on. No role models. You know, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. The first like part of the album I feel like is really just like I don't want to say like objectifying, but his hoe phase, yeah. Higher. You see where I'm going with this? Yeah. Okay, so Higher, he's talking about like wanting to take his girl higher. He doesn't care if this girl has 2 baby daddies and a possible. He's still just getting his freak on or whatever. He is just like kind of getting towards the end of his desperation. It feels like it is a desperate track. He's trying to take a girl higher. He's really just going for anybody at this point. Then Dreams comes along, meets the girl of his dreams. Right?
Uh-huh.
And then, so the whole concept of the dreams...
I'm listening, but I'm making a note.
Concept of dreams is that meets this girl of his dreams. She's got a man. He's hunting the man down, knows where he lives. Wants to run him off a bridge. Next, I have Deja Vu. He wakes up from the dream. He's no longer dreaming. He's at the club. He finds the girl that he was talking about. Finds out that she has a man.
He's on to something.
Puts the number in her phone. Power trip.
He's cooking.
He's expressing his love for the girl that he met in Deja Vu, saying that he wrote this song Dreams for her because she is the girl of his dreams, right? So now he's done with the hoe shit now.
He's committed.
Or is he? Runaway. Married men act totally different when they're by themselves. You see that when they work? What's up, Tony? How's everything going, brother?
All right, hanging out with the old lady now.
Stumble home late. I'm drunk. We fucked the maid up. It's a tricky relationship. It's not going as well as he thought. Fame is getting to him. He is
cooking.
Dude,
you cooked.
Kevin's Heart. She my number one. I don't need nothing on the side. Especially for the concept of the song too, with Kevin Hart and his cheating.
Yep. At that time.
I think that this really kind of brings it back to like, I love her so much. I don't want to lose her. Uh-huh. I'm selfish. I know that I use her. You know, my ego gets stroked and I bruise her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, dude, I told you. Next, I have Apparently. Now, this is my one weird one because it does seem more of an ode to his mom.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But he does talk about how he wasn't faithful. And you can track all this back to maybe he is going through his hoe phase because of his life at home. And him kind of being like his dad, like fucking walking out. Like no role models going back in. He didn't have role models. So he is showing appreciation for his mom now. And he's saying, you know, I ain't been faithful. I don't know why you called on me. So it's almost like he's like showing appreciation for his mom. Like, please, I need help. Like, my relationship's falling apart.
I feel like in that part when he's talking about being faithful, it's more towards the Lord. Because I believe right before he says that, he's talking about God, if I'm not mistaken.
Does he?
I'll look at the lyrics. But you keep going.
Listen, bro, if I have to take out a song, I was going to take out Apparently and put in Lights Please somewhere. But
that was my question.
I know.
Lights Please.
No, I think Higher is important, but I did really badly want to put Lights Please in there. So after Apparently, I have Legacy. Legacy is kind of talking about like Legacy is a love song too. I think that his legacy is important because he doesn't want to fuck up his relationship because that in the end that is his legacy.
Yep.
So that being said, going into life sentence.
Yep.
We're in this together. I'm so sorry about my bullshit in the past. There's no such no such thing as a life that's better than yours. Boom, love yours is the ending. I think
you can't leave me hanging.
I think that I am cooking here. If, like I said, if I have to, I would take out apparently. I would probably put Lights Please around higher, maybe after higher.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that the concept, I did some thinking with this.
It's crazy you did that because I really was like, damn, maybe I should do one where he's like talking about his love life. And
I was worried that you were going to do it.
And that's what I was going, oh my God.
I know.
You cooked.
I know. I cooked.
But back to apparently, I keep my head high. I got my wings to carry me. I don't know freedom. I want my dreams to rescue me. I want
my dreams to rescue me. The girl in my dream. That's what I was tying back into.
Okay.
I want the girl to rescue me. Like, this is his, like, I was cheating. She's not going to take me back. I want my girls to rescue me. Referencing the song Dreams.
I keep my faith strong. I ask the Lord to follow me. That's where I was like, I think he's talking about. And then I think
it is kind of a reach, but
no, I see where you're going.
I can appreciate it for where it is, though. Like, going back into, like, this is his call for desperation, and then legacy is his, like, my legacy is nothing if you're not in it.
Okay, I agree. Especially when it gets to the second verse. Another day, another rhyme, hope. Another day, another time zone. Today I woke up feeling horny, so it's only right I got two bitches playing on my trombone.
Keep up. Never sure where the birds will take me. Niggas need
I think you could. You could.
Low key.
If I do anything, I'll add lights, please. That'll be it.
I did, but it takes that's like an hour and 3 minutes.
I don't give a fuck.
It's the deluxe. It's the deluxe.
I don't give a fuck. You could. That's the perfect album,
dude.
I'll fuck with it.
If you guys need a link to the playlist, I got it. So I think I have the perfect Cole album.
He could.
Literally, I think that this is what Cole should have been working on this whole time. But I think that you're right with the fall off. I think it's been preparation for. This feels like a good execution of like his swan song. His going away.
Yep.
I think the fall off is really good. This would have been perfect 10 years ago.
I don't think
even a few years ago.
I think he's done rapping.
He's not done producing and stuff.
Yeah,
He'll still be involved.
I think he says it along. I don't know what song it is.
He's got to do stuff with the.
Where he's like, what did he say? Fuck this role. I don't even want to be J. Cole. I want to kill myself.
Yeah.
And then like he's tired.
That's Bunts Road.
Yeah, I think he's just tired of rap.
Yeah.
He wants to be a dad, a husband. And
he probably wants to take care of his label.
Yeah, and then just fall off.
They're kind of in shambles right now.
Fall off in the little thing. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like you said, the label. He has Boz.
Boz needs what else? His last album, from 2 years ago?
My favorite album of his is
I don't remember anything.
Clouds Never Get Old.
So good.
And then New World Order.
New World Order is fun. That's dude.
But you got Jid, Boz, Kaz, and what J. Cole's thing is, in a sense where Jay-Z micromanaged the Sideline Story, J. Cole wants to lead his artists to do what they want to do.
Yeah.
But then
100%.
I think he's also dealing with, it's a label, it's a business, I got to make money off of it, or it's going to fail. And so that's where he's like torn between letting them do it. But I think he's going to like at least give them the creative ability to do what they want. And I think he should keep it that way. But I do know just from listening to rap all the time, Kaz and Reason duo album coming together. Mm-hmm. Kaz is working on a project by himself. Kaz was dealing with a lot. And you may be able, just me knowing his story and knowing yours, to relate to it.
I've always been, I like Kaz.
You should, when it drops, check it out. You guys too. Jid just dropped an album. So if you guys ain't listening to that,
phenomenal.
That's phenomenal. That's what I was listening to way before. I was listening to that every single day after it dropped until the fall off.
Yeah.
That and Crit.
Where I lost a page or something.
And then
Oh no, I didn't. That is
Who else is the Earth Gang's doing their thing?
I love Earth Gang.
I do. At first,
I love
when they
Earth
first
Gang.
dropped, I'm like, I can do without it.
Their Rags, Robots, and Royalty EP series was great, and then they dropped. I think after that was Spilligion with Spillage Village, and then they put out. What was before Ghetto Gods?
I love Ghetto Gods.
Ghetto Gods is really good.
I'm looking right now. Spilligion,
Mirrorland. Mirrorland came out before Spilligion, I think.
Yep.
That's a really good project, too.
I love my favorite song off Ghetto Gods is probably Amen.
I think
or Water Boys.
Water Boys is fire. That's a long song too. I didn't realize how long that song was. I do like the one with Nick Cannon on it.
Power.
That? Yeah. There's
I like that song too.
A song on Mirrorland. I think it's Proud of You with Young Thug. That song is fire.
I think I know which one you're talking about. So this is where I was like iffy.
Oh, dude. Oh my God. I'm mad. I love that song. I'm so mad. I haven't listened to that for a while.
Well, Ghetto Gods got me hooked back to Earth Gang and Amen. Get down on your knees for me. That sounds fire.
Okay.
Let's get in the game.
So now we're going to get into games. I made a game called Spin or Bin. Are you going to play it or are you going to throw it away? It's going to be a blind ranking. I have 10 songs for you.
Oh, shit.
You're going to keep them or you're going to leave them. They vary. These are very randomly picked J. Cole songs. So the next one might be better. It might be worse.
Okay.
So, I'm just going to play this for you. I don't know what you have planned for me, but first one, Spin or Bin, My Boy, with Wale.
I'll bin it.
You're going to bin it? Oh, okay. My boy.
Just because it's a strong song, it's just not my favorite Wale J. Cole feature.
Yeah.
Or duo, combo, whatever.
Dollar in a Dream 3.
Oh. Straight to the trash.
Two. It's
two?
It's two.
Spin it.
Spin it. Dollar Dream 3 or 2. Sorry, I keep my Roman numerals are fucked. Nobody's Perfect. Isn't that the one you said earlier that you really like?
Yes.
Yeah.
If I put it on the spin list and then you come out with some bangers, because I like it, but it's not at the top 10 of my list.
Yeah. I don't know if any of these songs are going to be in your top 10. They're kind of just randomly picked J. Cole songs.
I'll spin it.
And features.
I'll spin it.
Okay.
Wait.
Nobody's Perfect?
Yeah, I usually listen to that. When that comes on, I turn it up in the car.
Okay.
Nobody's perfect.
2-6.
Oh, spin it.
Spin it. Oh, man. You only have 2 more spaces for spins. Everything else is going to go in the bin.
I know.
Fever.
Oh, my God! Can I get one where, I will...
You'll take it back out of the bin?
Put this in the bin so I can put spin?
It's a blind ranking.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Just did it! Oh!
Really? You're really... Oh.
Is it the list that crazy? I do love Fever, though. I love it and I need
Oh, sorry. I thought I said something else. Okay.
Jeez,
so, right now, you have Dollar in a Dream 2 in Spin. You have Nobody's Perfect in Spin and 2-6 in Spin. He has 2 more spaces, 4 and 5 of Spin. And then, I like this game also. My Boy, Wale and J. Cole, and then Fever from Might Delete Later. Next, A Tale of Two Cities.
Can I get a peek in
It is 5 you're going to have to live with, and 5 you're going to have to live without. It's just a game.
I know. Put it right here. I'll spin.
You have 1 more space. Oh, God, you better hope.
I know.
Two cities.
Watch, this is going to be a banger. I already know. This next one, he's going to be like no role models.
Come through and chill. Miguel and J. Cole.
I do enjoy that song, but I'll bin it.
You'll bin it?
That one was an easy bin. I'm nervous. We got 3 left.
Middle Child.
Bennett.
Bennett.
I
Okay.
do enjoy that song.
I could do without it, honestly.
Yep. Even though like it fits his story perfect, I'll Bennett.
You have 1 spin and 1 bin left.
Let's go.
Everybody dies.
Bennett.
Oh man, that's one of my favorites. Oh my god. Everybody dies. All right, so Malandrix bins are My Boy, Fever, Come Through and Chill, Middle Child, and Everybody Dies. And his spins are Dollar and a Dream 2, Nobody's Perfect,
Nobody's perfect.
2-6, Tale of Two Cities, and Grippy.
No! I didn't put Fever! That was a feature earlier where I was like, I would never. Oh! I should do it. Oh man.
It's Grippy. I call it that because it's Grippy. That's funny. Okay. All right. I have 2 more games.
Okay.
Do you want to do trivia or do you want to do the feature bracket?
What's the feature bracket?
So I have 4 questions on the feature bracket. Or on the trivia, and then I have 8 songs on the feature bracket.
Okay.
I was going to do a best versus worst. I don't know what that was supposed to be. Disregard that.
Okay.
But so you want to do the?
How about this? I'll do trivia.
Oh yeah.
You can.
I forgot you. I got ahead myself.
Okay. Here we go. This is
trivia.
No, this is song versus song.
Okay, I'm glad you did that because that's what I think. That's what best versus.
I'm gonna give you 2 songs. Well, I got 5 choices.
Okay.
But 2 songs. Okay, so like it'd be for the first one, Grown Simba versus I Get Up.
Grown Simba.
Okay. Back to the Topic. Too Deep for the Intro.
Back to the Topic. Actually forgot it. Funny host. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm right.
That's where you're going?
Carolina Blue Kicks Pendleton. Yeah. Back to the topic. Fuck.
So you got Grown Simba over I Get Up. Back to the Topic over Too Deep for the Intro. Power Trip versus Life Sentence.
Life Sentence.
Okay. Land of the Snakes versus No Role Models.
Oh, Land of the Snakes is one of my favorites, but No Role Models.
See, I wanted to say that one for last because I knew how much you
Land of the Snakes is probably Land of the Snakes, Trouble, and Runaway are my favorites from Born Center. That's the toughest one is Too Deep for the Intro and Back to the Topic. That's tough.
That was tough for me to be honest. And to be honest,
what are you picking?
Too Deep for the Intro.
Yeah,
just because it holds a place for me. Because I remember riding to APA, me, Medeas, Devontae in the car. Mm-hmm. That song came on. Everybody, even Devontae, in the back seat, rapping it word for word, and it was just such like a
partially functional.
Yes, partial.
Wait, no.
Half of me is comfortable, the other half is close to the clip. Like Mrs. Huxtable. These boys got them hosters and clips. They pack like Lunchables, like white boys in grade school. While we ate school-made food just I ate shit, which I was trying this shit. No one, Mama hit this. That part felt. I hit that one hit home. No one, Mama hit the stove. She wasn't buying that shit. All right, Land of the Snakes or No Role Models.
No Role Models.
Woo! Premeditated Murder. Or Rise and Shine.
Premeditated Murder.
Okay. And you answer those fast. That's all. So we have Grown Simba. Back to the Topic. Okay. Life Sentence. No Role Models. And then Premeditated.
No, Power Trip over License.
Power Trip. Okay. So Power Trip. No Role Models. And then
Power Trip is just timeless. I mean, Life Sentence, it's still so new too. I very well could change my opinion on that in the future, but I mean, I've just had so much time with Power Trip. I have felt what Power Trip has said. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yep. Got me up all night. All I'm saying. You probably cried at that, knowing you.
Low key. So I got mad because I'd be like, this nigga wrote it about me.
I gotta turn this shit off. Shit.
So, J. Cole feature bracket or trivia questions?
Let's do the bracket.
Okay.
Oh, I want to test. Let's do the trivia.
I'll tell you what all the features are.
What do you mean? So
this is Shea Butter.
Yep.
Ari Lennox and J. Cole, and then Pretty Little Fears. Then we have Johnny P's Caddy versus A Lot, Knock the Hustle versus First Person Shooter, and Secret Recipe versus Off These.
Ooh. All right.
So first is Shea Butter, baby. Versus or is it Shea Butter Kisses? I don't.
This is a Shea Butter because that's the first two. But for this one, I'll do Pretty Little Fears.
Pretty Little Fears. I wanted to say something that might be a hot take. I think Shea Butter Baby or whatever the song is. I
agree. I already know. I do not like it.
Make Love by a Trash Can. What the fuck is she talking about there?
I don't know.
The song is like so sensual and like I mean it's smooth. Make love by a trash can. Like what the hell is she talking about there? Johnny P's versus A Lot.
Now this one's tough. Can we come back to this?
Yeah. Knock the Hustle versus First Person. I think I know your answer.
Knock the Hustle.
Knock the Hustle.
Even though pew 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 pew.
First Person Shooter mode.
Yep.
Dude, his flow on that was nasty.
Can we talk about his flow? What song is it where he's talking about felt like Tupac bought me some land and it's on the follow. Practice my jump shot in my jam. Thinking I'm too big to come home because I got the world in my hand. That flow right there, that gets me every time.
I got some This 29.
Yep. I want to say it's bring my jump shot in my jam.
Sorry, I wish I had more
I'm on brag right now.
Features for the bracket.
No, you're okay. These are perfect.
Secret Recipe, Off These. Get a mate dick. Get a mate dick.
I think it's going to be Johnny P.
Okay.
Even though, no, I want to do A Lot. I enjoy A Lot a little bit more.
What I like about A Lot is that A Lot in My Life are the same sample. They're just flipped differently. And I think that's brilliant.
I'm going to have to go back and listen.
Yeah, it's the same sample. It's just flipped.
Wow.
Yeah, well, it's the same song that they're sampling.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say they flipped it.
But like the theme.
January 28th reversed is Neighbors, which I feel like everybody knows that. But
yeah, that's fire.
That's fire. That's
fire.
I was going to do a trivia question, but I thought you were going to know that one.
That was one of if you take out the intro to Force of Drive, to me, January 28th is like a perfect start.
Yes. Yeah.
You sit there and you're like, oh. He's like, hello.
Also, gun to my head.
He's like, hi, I'm
here.
here.
The real is back. The bill is back. The flow banana's here. Pill is back. What your finest, your highness can paint a picture that's vivid enough to cure blindness. Carolina's finest. You knew that already. In terms of the greatest. Oh man.
Yeah, it's like hi, like I'm back.
And if you like, I do it twice. I just sharpened my blade for a minute. Became lost in my way. Dude.
Ooh, this is tough.
So, Pretty Little Fears versus A Lot.
These are tough because, like I told you earlier, I like when J. Cole is vulnerable and talking about his relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But then A Lot's tough. I mean, here, Knock the Hustle, he's just like giving game that entire.
Yeah.
I think he do 2 verses. Maybe it's like, that's a long ass song. But Off These, and he just comes in. Off These. When I saw the feature, I'm like, I don't think J. Cole can keep up with Jid.
Dude. And
then he did! Oh my God!
Away, because not only did he keep up, he low-key, it's debatable who did better.
Yes.
Like,
while we're talking about that, like who did better, have you listened to Green Ranger?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, first of all, Lil Wayne revisited the instrumental after he said, I like this beat. He revisited that with What the Fuck Though.
I know.
Where the love go? The Buffalo or the fucking uproar. I love it. It feels like Lil Wayne wants to bury that song. I love that J. Cole raps until he runs out of breath at the end of the song.
Yep.
That's my favorite because it sounds so raw. You know what I mean? I'm a Green Ranger.
Off These.
Off These. Damn. Okay.
But that one's tough because I still like Young
Are you
Thug.
picking Pretty Little Fears?
Yeah.
So we have Pretty Little Fears versus Off D's, both of which were in your top features.
Going off my feature list, I'm using Off D's because I had that
Off D's?
Yep.
Off D's is the winner of that bracket. Sorry, once again, I wish I picked more features. I feel like that's a short bracket, but
No, you're okay. Mine, I have some questions. I didn't have a game,
okay.
but these are like more personal questions.
All right, let me do my trivia, and then we can get into the personal questions.
Where are we right now? 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, you said this is going to be fast.
Okay, so I have 4 trivia questions.
Okay.
4 songs on streaming of Cole and Kendrick together. List the 4 listed, and then there's a bonus unlisted.
Okay, say that one more time.
So, songs on streaming with Cole and Kendrick listed together on the actual track, and then there's one unlisted, like hidden feature.
So we talked about 2.
Okay.
American Dream.
Okay.
Forbidden Fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Cole and Kendrick. They Know.
Mm-mm.
Is that the bonus?
They Know.
Yeah, it's like a. You know when Khaled does his little album, DJ Khaled does his album?
Oh, yeah.
It's
I know what you're talking about. That's not what it's called.
Kendrick. That's not what it's called?
No.
I'm pretty sure.
I said it earlier. It's not They Know.
Because it's Crit, Kendrick, and Cole.
Mm-hmm. You're right. It's just not the title.
It's not the title.
I'll give it to you, though. You're
it's
right.
the title
They
on
ready.
YouTube. Oh, they
Ready
is!
for whatever.
Yep. What's that, 3?
Mm-hmm.
Was that the bonus or was that one of the 4?
That was one of the 4.
Okay.
I don't know if you'll get the 4th one.
Give me a
I
second.
think you can get the unlisted one, though.
He said there's 4 songs on streaming platforms
That say J. Cole and Kendrick together in the same thing. I'll give you a hint on the unlisted. It is a J. Cole song, but Kendrick is not listed as a feature, but is on it. And then for the last listed one, think Might Delete Later. That it's not on Might Delete Later, but one of the songs on there should be a hint.
Can I look at the track list?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's not gonna get this one. This one's kind of a hidden gem.
Yeah, he might be right. I might not get this one, guys.
Do you know the unlisted one, or are you tapping out at 3 of 5?
See, the unlisted one. I know Kendrick. I don't know the song, but I know Kendrick's like his voice is there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, I remember when I first listened to it, I'm like, is that Kendrick? And I played it back. I'm like, that's definitely Kendrick, but he's not, like you said, on the feature.
I'm gonna give you a hint on this one because I don't think you're gonna get the last one of the listed, but this is the unlisted. I woke up for some money. Hey,
What song is that?
too many options here. Tell me who it is.
Yes. Oh my God. That was.
Nothing new on the sun. Nobody fucking with sun. I ain't
Yeah.
fucking with sun. It's a couple of niggas that bust up the party and fuck up the fun.
What
So I
song
the
is
sun.
Yes.
The baby Lou and
Yes. That's what I was thinking of. Oh my God.
So there's one that's listed that you still haven't guessed yet.
What is that?
The hint on Might Delete Later is Trey the Truth and Ibiza. I'm on 2.0 has Kendrick, J. Cole, B.O.B.,
Yes.
Tyga.
Remember earlier when I was talking about I was just J. Cole features on YouTube?
Uh-huh.
That was one of those.
Yep.
Fuck! Oh,
Okay,
I heard
so
that.
you got 3 of the 5 on here.
Because that was around the era when you get like what was the song? One Train? You get like you get like 5 or 6 artists on one fucking
One Train
song.
is one of the best posse cuts of all time.
Then you got Looking for Trouble. You got One Train.
Mhm.
The I'm on. I love that I'm on stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Tell the truth is actually pretty big for a lot of artists. I feel like big on putting them on like that. Mark was it Mark? What is that sample? Ooh yeah. I don't remember.
Yeah, I know you're talking. Damn, I'm trying to mad on this guy.
Like I think they're up to 4 now on the I'm on. But okay, so you got 3 of the 5 there.
Under the Sun. Damn.
I even started rapping.
Yeah.
It says Under the Sun. Okay.
I feel like I haven't listened to that in forever.
Cole and Kanye dropped an album on the same day. Which albums?
I don't know Kanye's, but for Cole, was it Born Center?
Mm-hmm. You don't know.
I'm not a Kanye fan. Yeah, I'm sorry.
At all? You don't know the.
Here, let me look at his. Can I look at? I'm not gonna look at the date. I'll look at. His
You can look at the discography.
and then I'll take a guess.
June 18th, 2013. Man, that's crazy. I'm gonna drop the album same day.
It's Kanye. Just to the boys and man down like Wanye.
I don't mean to disrespect. I praise legends, but this one's next.
The boy said can't disaffect.
Life's a bitch
And the pussy's wet. The clip is loaded, and this is a kisser.
Yeah, blah. Me and my bitch.
All right. Oh, they're kind of showing the dates. I haven't got that low though. I haven't scrolled through showing the dates.
Well, it's Jesus.
Okay.
Dang.
I didn't want to cheat.
You probably know this one. Where was J. Cole born? A. Fayetteville, North Carolina.
A.
B. Mount Vernon, New York. C. Frankfurt, Germany. D. Charlotte, North Carolina. Or E. Compton, California. Not correct. Would you like a second guess?
It had to be Charlotte.
Would you like a third guess?
Damn, I'll give up.
He was born on a military base in Frankfurt, Germany.
I did not. I think I did know that,
Mm-hmm.
but I must have. Because when you said that, I'm like, why does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
I did miss that.
Shit.
I didn't see. I saw the word how though. I saw the word how.
How many Grammys does J. Cole have? 0, 3, 2, 8, or 5?
Dang. Just him alone, or
How many Grammys does J. Cole have?
read off the numbers again.
A.
I guess I'm not a true J. Cole fan.
0.
guys.
I tried to come up with a little harder ones. B. 3. C. 2. D. 8. Or E. 5.
I want to say 3. If it's not 3,
3 is not correct.
it's either 5 or 0.
It is not 5 or 0. It is 2. And can you guess the songs? I told you one earlier.
A lot.
A lot, and this one's going to shock you.
Can I get a hint on what album it came off of, or what project, or would I give it away?
I don't know what it's even called.
The song or the
I don't know what the album is called that it's from.
fuck
It's a
you.
feature.
It's another feature.
Mm-hmm.
Then those don't count to me. So he has 0.
All My Life by Lil Durk.
Oh yeah, that one I remember.
All My Life.
Those don't count. Those are features. So he really has 0, guys.
All
I was
right. So he didn't do too well.
Guess I'm not a true fan.
No, not at all. And you like Grippy? Grippy's a spin for you is crazy.
Fuck you.
All right, hit me with your, I guess, personal questions.
They're not.
Is this therapy?
No.
Is this an intervention?
One of them you answered earlier,
Okay.
but it's like, when did you first start listening to J. Cole, and what song was the first song?
Like I said, I think the very first one I heard was "Knock on Wood" to the Common Go beat, or Kanye beat, and then I remember I bought a few songs off of Born Center, and I remember I had "Runaway," I had "Forbidden Fruit," and I had like one other one. But Rise and Shine was one of the first ones that I listened to because of you. But yeah, Born Center was the first album that like I really like locked on to.
That answers the second question too.
What album?
Or what song or made you lock in with Cole? You're just like, okay, yeah, this is. He got me.
So locked on, I would say Born Sinner, but on top of that, we had a discussion maybe this is probably a year ago now. No, it wasn't a year ago, where I told you I was like, I don't really want to tell you this, but like, I don't think I like J. Cole anymore. So I'll tell you where that started. As like a little cherry on top.
It was around the time he dropped Might Delete Later.
Yeah. Might Delete Later kind of had me, where's he going?
Yeah.
What's he doing? Where's he going? Yeah. I just, in like All My Life had come out too. I was like, I don't really love this feature. And like I feel like his features weren't as strong as they used to be. And then I started going back and like listening to like songs. And I was riding in the car with my friend on the way to a bachelor party, and we were listening to J. Cole, and he was like, I don't know, I think J. Cole's kind of corny. And I was like, why would you say that to me? And we were listening to a J. Cole song, and I don't even remember what song it was, but I was like, we have to turn this off right now or I'm going to throw up, because I was like, it's kind of corny. But like, I think it was an earlier J. Cole song. Mm-hmm. I'm not dissing your goat. I'm not slandering your goat.
Everybody's free to have their own opinion.
But not to say that somebody else's opinion kind of weighed in on my existing like standing, but I think that I was kind of finding so many other artists that were keeping my attention that I think I held on to J. Cole a lot of the time because of nostalgia. Mm-hmm. And so it's kind of like the Spider-Man debate. Like, who's the best Spider-Man? A lot of people say Tobey. Mm-hmm. Let's be realistic. It's Tom. You know what I mean? There's newer and there's fresher, and like J. Cole talks about that in the Fall Off. Like, there's going to be somebody newer and fresher than me. Like, it happened. I think he talks about that Lonely at the Top, right? I think that's a great song to include, just because like I feel like that's why I was kind of, he had missed his peak for me, but I feel like the Fall Off is such a great album. I feel like this is a second peak for him, you know what I mean? So because I do think it, like KOD, For Your Eyes Only, Might Delete Later, and Off Season, whether I have them close in review or not, they are kind of inconsistent.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it is great and really refreshing that the Fall Off is in at least the top 3 for me, because his other 2 came out over a decade ago. You know what I mean? So I think that's awesome. Big props to him. And Fall Off was such a successful rollout that I'm a J. Cole fan again. I feel like I'm a born again Cole fan. You know what I mean? But yeah, I was worried because like I feel like that was a big moment for me and you as like J. Cole. Like we went to the Cole concert together. Like I went with Nathan Schultz. We went with David, but we were all there together. You know what I mean? You got to meet Boz, didn't you?
I met Boz, Kaz, Omen, and this was before Jid. And at the time I didn't know who he was, but now I do. It was Ebe.
I'm sure he'd be a cool guy to just kick it with, just talk to. But wasn't it crazy that YG and Big Sean opened for him?
Yes.
That's nuts. That was so cool.
Well, really,
and it was raining and it was muddy.
We just saw Big Sean. He did like 2 or 3 songs. Because remember, they got delayed and they kept pushing it back because
all the rain.
Yeah, the thunderstorm.
But like I remember, we were just soaked. I was completely soaked. I had my Wu-Tang earring. It was a like 14 karat gold Wu-Tang earring that I got knocked out of my ear in the mosh, and like we were like slipping and sliding everywhere. But like by the end, because that's when he was just performing the like front to back Forest Hills Drive, which is why I love so much that he put out the live version of Forest Hills Drive, because I don't know, I feel like that speaks to me in volumes, because it was such a great album and such a great concert experience. In due to the circumstances, it should have been bad, but it was so good. And then being able to, while that's live at Fayetteville, it's different, but it's still, it feels the same. It feels like I'm back at the concert again, you know? And a lot of artists, they don't do live albums.
Yes.
When was the last time a rapper did that?
And they don't perform album. from track 1 to the final track.
Yeah.
And
And so what I liked about the Forest Hills Drive one was, for a while, that's the only way that you could listen to Lights Please was on the live version of I keep saying For Your Eyes Only. Forest Hills Drive, and there was another song that he had included. Look that up and see if that's on.
gotta go back to Apple Music.
I feel like I keep fucking with this mic and it's gonna. I hope all my movement isn't getting picked up. I don't know. This is a trial.
So they have Lights Please, In the Morning, Nobody's Perfect.
In the morning. Why does it keep coming back? I hate that song.
And those were, he finishes on Love Yours. And I think
Love Yours is such a powerful song, and it does so much with a little. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's not that long.
It isn't. It's like 2.5 minutes long.
Yep. And I remember earlier when I told you, when I go to concerts, every now and then I take a step away from the experience, look around. I remember in that, and I'm like, damn, I'm happy.
There were people crying.
I stopped. I looked around. I'm like, damn, I don't even know this nigga for real, but I'm happy for my nigga, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, because he so for me, being the fan I was, I'm like, he made it.
Yeah.
And it's
this is it.
Yeah, like he made it. And I'm like, this is what he was working toward.
I'm sure it's got to be awesome too, seeing him. Oh, that's where Jid is. Like, I remember when I found Jid, and so I found him right before the Never Story dropped.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wasn't there from the get-go, like Para 2 mixtape days, which is a decent mixtape, by the way, if you've never heard it. It's from 2013.
Excuse me.
I am really glad that I've seen Jid get as big as he has from the beginning.
And
I've always been big on Jid's gonna be the GOAT. Jid's gonna be the next.
He's only
big
getting
thing.
started though.
I know.
And that's what's crazy because you can.
Smino's kind of fallen back, which I thought he was gonna get way bigger than he did.
Mm-hmm.
I've been wrong a lot. I'm glad that Gambino got as big as he did, because I was just the quirky art kid that was like, I like Gambino, and then he got really big, and then he declined a little bit too.
He had his fall off.
Just because yeah. But I do think of everybody that I know of, at least their final albums, J. Cole's is definitely the strongest. I think he definitely set the bar for the final album.
Mm-hmm.
If this is his final album, I do hope It's a Boy is something.
Yeah, me too.
I like to think that It's a Boy was he was planning to have a kid around that time. You know what I mean? That wasn't for us to see. It was for him. You know what I mean?
What if it's more knowing him and maybe a story of fatherhood, from going and being this guy who was cheating, settling down, starting his family.
Oh, you heard my Perfect Cole album? I'm going to send you a link to that, though. You should make it yourself. Mine's on Spotify, but you can make it yourself. Listen to it all the way through. It works.
I'm going to.
There's a couple spots where they just, the mixing is different, and the actual, when it goes into No Role Models, it's kind of a big hop, but it's really good.
For sure. All right. So you answered 2 of my questions. The next question is, what is something Cole has taught you through his music? The biggest thing.
The importance of what you're saying. What I pride myself on in my own music too is just I don't like to rap about what I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel that'll bite me back one day. If I'm rapping about an experience I have no weight in, you know what I mean? Cole has always been a lyricist, from his heart, and I think that a lot of my strengths just in general are from speaking and just using my words to make. I think words can stop wars, honestly. Mm-hmm. I think our egos get in the way. I think Cole kind of taught me to embrace the ego death in general. at the end of the day, the only thing that matters are the people around me that I love, and the material things don't matter. Like, ego doesn't matter. It's just everybody that loves you for who you are besides your ego.
Yeah.
I've always appreciated that about Cole. That's why I think Sideline Story fucking sucks too. Is because it feels like he's really trying to like glitz and glamour his ego up a little bit in a way that like Born Sinner doesn't. Like Born Sinner like really like kind of shows you the dichotomy of like the ego, like the face versus the inside. And Sideline Story is just like, I'm on a yacht eating potatoes. You know what I mean? It's corny, like Tyga shit, dude. No offense, sorry, Tyga.
But that was around time where like that you had like
the vlog era.
Yeah.
Or blog era.
And then you had Young Money on their run, and everybody was just bragging about
Young Money was legendary off rip.
That run was crazy.
Off rip. They've all gone downhill though.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne needs to stop dropping projects. Drake is Drake. I love Drake. I hate Drake. I love Drake though. Nicki is
a Trump supporter.
Something. Yeah, who would have thought?
Yeah,
that was.
Speaking about Nicki, you remember she went by Poop? I think it's Jalen Rogers went by Poop Scoop.
Yes, dude, I was thinking about her the other day. I miss her.
Nicki, I remember.
She was so funny.
She was cool.
Oh my god, I loved her.
If you see this, what's up?
I miss you. I hope you remember me. Oh my god, I love her.
She's one of the coolest people I've met.
She was so funny.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody was a Nicki. All the girls were Nicki fans back then.
She was diehard.
So was Natalie. Natalie knew every word to like Starships. And
I did not know that. Oh, her and Natalie did get along.
They didn't? I thought
they
were friends.
No, I said they did.
Oh.
But
oh god, there's gonna be middle school drama.
No. I believe Poop Scoop enjoyed her time. Yeah, enjoyed her time with Natalie. Dang.
Nicki was like a lot of the girls that we went to school with J. Cole. Like, this fall from grace is definitely hard to take.
Yep.
False prophets.
Yeah. Last question.
Keep trying to make puns with J. Cole lyrics.
What is something you have taken away from his entire career that you like apply to your life? It's kind of one and the same with what he's taught you through his music.
If I ever make it, I'm not going to buy a big chain and fancy car. I'm going to invest in myself.
Yeah.
And bettering my life and not trying to polish a turd, if that makes sense.
No, it does.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can put a lot of fake shit on, but it still doesn't hide the fact that you're,
battling
worthless. Like you have to. I think J. Cole has taught me the worth in life is not in what you're looking at; it's what you're inside. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's kind of similar answer as the previous one, but I think that J. Cole has been. He's probably been like a father figure to you. But he's more been like an uncle to me. You know what I mean? Or like even like a far age in front of me brother. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
He pisses me off a lot, but I'll put up with it, and I learn from him sometimes. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I think looking at him as like a brother thing, I think I've looked for a lot of things and a lot of answers in music, and I've never gotten the answers from J. Cole, but I've gotten a lot of feelings from him that like he's been in the same boat. Mm-hmm. So he's like, I don't have the answers for this, but here's what I did, and here's how you can battle through it. Mm-hmm. You're going to go a different direction with it, but I think that you'll find your way, kind of deal. And I think that it's like the Biggie and Pac thing. I feel like a lot of people put like the Biggie and Pac like who do you like more? And I've always like been more of a Biggie fan just because I feel like I can relate to it more, and like just like the suicidal thoughts and like the I don't know how to put it. Like the party scene, just
Yeah.
like having more fun, and like Tupac was always like very serious, and I like Tupac, you know what I mean? But
Uh-huh.
it just didn't hit so close. I was always a Nas fan anyway.
Yeah.
And Nas is another reason too why I enjoy words so much. Is I think poetry is the greatest form of art. Really, everything is a poem if you boil it down. But yeah, I think that Cole has really lived what he practiced what he preached.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's a good way of putting it.
I agree, because in a sense, like when you say he's like a father figure for me, when I mentioned earlier, if it don't hit my soul, like I don't connect with it.
Yeah,
And I wanted to make sure if I was going to invest time listening, that I agreed with the person they are at their core, who they
yeah,
at least showing us who they are. And when I listened to his interviews and then compared it to his music, it was like, this guy is just me.
yeah,
And then, in a sense, when you said like he was like a brother, there were certain things like in his music that as I was approaching a certain phase in my life, I'm like, wait a minute, somebody told me this shit was going to happen.
mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh shit. Like, so let me take a step back, reevaluate, and then go out in a different way. And just having that experience from him, and then also just enjoying his music was just, and then seeing where he's at now.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I know.
He made it to the big three.
Yeah. Like, it's like, damn, that's my dog.
He made it to the.
Like, this nigga don't even know me.
Right.
Like, but it's like you've been with them.
Yeah.
And like, at least they've been with you, I should say, for such pivotal moments in your life.
Sure. You probably have a memory every memory you have throughout your life, you have a J. Cole lyric to tie into it.
Yep.
Me with SpongeBob.
But like, it's just like, damn, like how are we all going through the same shit? And then it's just like he had the ability, I say the gift of gab, as people call it.
Yeah.
He's something similar, where he was able to take his emotions, form them into words, paint a picture, and like just to explain it, and like, okay, like this is how I'm feeling. You do whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah.
And
he's the common man's rapper.
Yes.
Like I think that's a great way of putting it.
He's very relatable.
He got famous and rich and was like, what the fuck? Like, what is all this shit? Like, this isn't real. And then, he just focused on his craft.
Yes.
And rides his bike.
And then I also enjoyed the sense of like you hear Training Day, and then he's like, I don't want this shit. Like, we're just masking pain.
Yeah.
You know? And then you see him after 2014 Forest Hill Drive, and he's riding his bike with Crocs.
Dude, I remember the
sweats.
He has a music video just for Intro.
Yeah, and he looks
and he's just riding a bike.
Yeah, and he looks like a bomb. Everybody's like, you can
Oh
understand.
my god, I saw this video that was like, this nigga J. Cole has never known how to dress.
I saw that too.
And he really hasn't. He never had that shit on.
But it's funny.
He never had that
It's
shit
funny
on.
you say that, because once again, back to the podcast, he had mentions that, like, he's like, yeah, like, I really did not, like, and he said, I still, that's why, like, he said, when you see me, I wear neutral colors, and I stick to what I know. He's like, I ain't have shit.
Yeah.
So, like, he's like, he's like, when you see people coming out and hearing the song, fuck Balenci, fuck Gucci, fuck Chanel.
He's he had that Balenci jumpsuit on for Middle Child. Fake humble. And he had his Lambo truck, I think.
Yeah, he still has his Lambo truck. But
have you talked to him recently?
Yeah, I did. The green one.
I talked about with him.
Yeah, he's over there.
Earlier.
You put the Civic up for a minute. But no, it was just, I don't know, like something about him, his lessons, drew me to him, and then what made it even better is like he lived what he said, and then some of the stuff the game that he was giving came to fruition for me, and I'm like, well, he did it this way. Let me apply a little bit what he said with my own twist, of course.
Yeah.
And see where it gets me. And it's just like even though I don't know this man, it's like a proud moment for him.
You look like you're tearing up.
Because I always wanted to see my people win.
Yeah.
Like friends, family, and
you feel like he's one of your people.
Exactly, and he's winning. So it's like
he's not winning. He won. I think he won. He gracefully bowed out of the biggest beef of all time.
He got a tour. After tour, then it's over.
We're gonna have to go to that. We're gonna have to go to a different state though for it because they
Detroit or
never come to
Chicago?
Indiana. They're probably outrageously priced though.
Yeah. Good times.
Well, I think almost 3 hours. This is as long as Avengers Endgame.
If you stayed to watch this,
I love you. I'm not sure how to end these yet, but we want to figure out how to condense these. I think this is going to be a long episode just because it's a very dense discography.
Yeah. And we have so much tied to this.
Yeah. I think I'm excited for Big Sean. I'm excited. So we want to do Big Sean, Future, and Yachty. If you guys make it all the way through this, if you have any suggestions of artists that you would like us to listen to as well, I'd love to.
Yep, me too.
Once a month we could do something like this. Any advice or words?
Just go listen to the Fall Off if you haven't.
Oh, we could do that. Hold on. Any lyric to end this with?
Oh, I wish you would have came with that.
I know.
I would have been prepared. I would have wrote it down.
A lyric to end the pod with, but it has to be a J. Cole lyric.
I am going to pull for one of my favorite songs from the Fall Off. Oh, that would be cool to do for every artist too.
I'll wait for yours. And I'll end with mine.
What the fuck? They put it in like German.
What, the lyric?
Yeah.
On Genius?
Uh-huh.
Huh. Man, I can't believe we've made it this far.
3 hours.
I mean, I can. I was worried that it was gonna be. Well, I was actually thinking it was gonna be this long. To be honest, I was like, man, we're gonna be talking about him for 3 hours. Sure as shit. Did you get the Genius app?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, so now we kind of have a format, so we can base it off of this next time. They'll all be a little bit different, I think.
Actually, I want to do one from, what was it last? Ocean Way?
Oh, you want to do a lyric from Ocean Way?
Yeah, I think that's the song.
We need a catchphrase to end these with also.
Yeah.
Some kind of tagline.
No, I don't know.
Damn, hurry up.
You go ahead. I don't know what I want to do.
What do you mean? Mine's a perfect closer.
Then you do it.
You know what I'm doing?
No.
This is your goat.
You do it.
All right, we have to approach the camera.
Here's my goat, though.
So my final thing for this pod is it's grippy.